Alright. Button. That was the correct button to push. There may have been other buttons I hit. Don't worry about those buttons.
How's it going?
But welcome to the podcast. What is this? I think it's called,
I swear to God, it's the Forge. Stop forgetting. I will beat the heaven. Look, it took me a while to figure out this name. I was drunk. I was punching things. I don't know what they were, but they were things.
Yeah,
and I came up with a plan.
I call him the Forge. Why?
Yes.
It says that there's messages for me on Skype, but there's none here. They're all lies.
They're all from friends.
Okay, cool. Alright, I got email too. Cool. Let's close that. Alright, guys. So, I'm Knives, and this is...
No, I'm Jax.
Yeah, that's
as
Jax.
Always.
And then who's our guest speaker today?
Postulio.
Postulio.
Your name is not Postulio. Enjoy it.
Who are you? This person?
Who's what?
You.
Me?
Who are you?
I'm no one. Who are you?
The listeners want to know who to address. So.
I told you his name is Postulio. Pay attention.
Cornelio.
You,
Chris.
Yeah.
I'm another Chris. There's two Chris's in this.
Shh,
You're outnumbered, Jack.
They don't know my real name. They probably do if they did some basic research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The age of the internet. You think you can be anonymous anymore?
Yeah.
I'm anonymous.
How? You're not anonymous. You're 8 feet tall.
You're pretty big. Oh.
See, but if I cover my eyes, you can't see me.
Okay.
Oh man,
I can't see me.
After Shudocon, we were at the Denny's, right? And I was like, "Hey, look at this little cup." And then Jax picked it up I was like, "Look at this big cup," and then handed it to Jax, and it was a little cup. It was like depth perception trick.
You just told me to pick up a big cup, and I was confused by the system of what was going on.
If you hold the cup, it's a little cup.
I was so confused.
Wasn't that a Wendy's commercial that was like, "Here, hold this sandwich, and it makes you have baby hands"?
Oh yeah. It should have been a Wendy. Oh, actually, I think it would have made Jax have normal hands instead of Yeti hands.
Yeah.
You will stop making fun of my Sasquatch heritage?
Oh,
actually, I do shape eventually.
I'm gonna get some fan art of you as a Sasquatch or a Yeti.
I mean, fan art. That's just called taking a picture.
Oh.
Hey. Oh. I'm about to say, there's already fan art of me as a blonde girl. I don't think we want any more fan art.
That sounds horribly frightening, and I'm glad I haven't seen it.
Yes, you have. I posted it on Facebook.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I've seen it.
Here.
No, I don't want to see it. Don't link it to me.
I gotta link it. It's happening.
No.
Oh. Wow.
I'm doing it.
Have you seen anything not horrifying, Jax?
Have I not seen anything not horrifying?
Or segue into thing.
I'm about to say, I've seen a lot of awesome things, but I haven't seen a lot of horrifying things.
Oh, okay. So what's some awesome thing you saw?
Well, I have no idea if this is real or not, but it's from a legitimate website, so I'm hoping it's real. Akira Toriyama is making a manga for Goku's mom.
Goku's mom?
Which I kind of... Goku's mom has got a go... No, anyway. So...
Well, on that whole subject in general, I can't even think off the top of my head of a Saiyan female at all.
Well, yes, you can. It was in the Bardock movie. They legitimately showed Saiyan women.
Oh, that's right. I haven't seen that in forever. And then I was gonna say Pan, but
she don't count. She's like half Saiyan.
Well, still, it makes it seem like it's kind of like it's the reverse polygamy. That's what the planet Vegeta was, I guess. There was 10 women and then 5 million guys.
Pretty much.
The women are stronger than men and therefore had to be eliminated. Imagine the full moon for the women. Just imagine that.
Oh, sweet Jesus, no!
Well, a full moon does come once a month, so it wouldn't be much different than normal.
I don't know, Saiyans,
We're all gonna die because of what you just done.
Oh, man.
That's what editing is for.
Saiyan women are supposed to be messed
up. Oh, God, help us all. We're all gonna die. But no, they kind of revealed Goku's mom. I have no idea how to pronounce her name, but I think it's Jine or Jean. It's like Gine.
Where is this? Let me see the article
It's
here.
the link we gave you. G-I...
I know, I had to click on it.
Clicking the impossible.
Gina?
She has a gentle nature. She fights. She has. No, this is what it says. She has a gentle nature. She fights along Balrog. Now,
Okay, Chris, I got this. She fights along with Bardock in a four-sided team, where he repeatedly saves her. Her temperament makes her unfit for the warrior life Saiyans lead, and she and Bardock develop romantic feelings for each other, something alien to the Saiyans, who only form relationships for the purpose of reproduction. As a consequence, she is assigned to a meat distribution center. This is the part that bugs me. So she is Rocky. Goku's dad married Rocky.
The Prince of Saiyans, right? Wait, no. Actually,
No, Goku's dad was like just VA.
Yeah, he wasn't important. Yeah, that was the other guy. So
So
I guess
wait, so what you're saying is that Goku's both his parents are Sylvester Stallone because one's Rocky and the other one was Rambo because he tied the whole bandana to his forehead.
that is
Pretty much.
really, really bad. Don't Google that, children. You'll get bad things.
So let me get this straight. You're telling me that what happens when Rambo and Rocky have a baby, they get Goku?
Yeah, that it makes sense.
It makes some sense in that respect.
I don't want to think anymore. That image just slowly spread through my mind.
It kind of makes sense in regards to the monkey thing, but you think that Goku would have considerably poor linguistic skills.
No, Goku is very well spoken, but muffin button, man.
Why is he so well spoken? He should be. Have you seen these movies?
Okay, number one, he wasn't raised by his parents. He got jettisoned to the freaking planet. Secondly, he got cracked on the head, so that might have fixed the freaking SAP button. I don't know.
That is possible.
It is highly possible that this just happened.
It turns out growing up in the wild is better than being risen by risen by fuck me, damn it. Raised by.
It's better than being raised by Sylvester Stallone's mom and dad.
Yeah, to be raised in the wild with no help is better situation.
By an old Chinese guy. Oh, DBZ Wiki, you saved my life. But yes. Now, Chris, the thing that you just sent me scares me, but at the same time, I want 4 of them.
Well, let me see.
I really... The luggage.
The luggage. Okay, because scrolling on this thing, I gotta go to my email, because scrolling on Facebook is shit. Fuck you, Facebook. Okay,
See, that's because you don't have my computer.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I got also my mouse wheel actually is broken, so it scrolls down continuously, which is somewhat annoying unless you're on Tumblr, in which case it's incredibly convenient.
Oh
man, but yeah, there's new specialty luggage for cosplayers, or it's designed for cosplayers. I don't know if you've watched the video that goes with it, but no, wait, this is Goku again. No, go away. We've seen enough of that. You've seen plenty of that. All right, go there. Okay, anyway. So it's got this like side pocket springs, and you put umbrellas or swords or whatever prop you might want to put in there that'll fit, like usually tubular items. And then on the back, I think is really awesome actually, is the area for if you're an artist alley, you can put like your mesh things there. Typically, if I go to artist alley, it takes, I don't know how many of those things, those little mesh, bric-a-brac.
I've seen people have like 7 of those suckers.
Yeah, at least 7 of those like shelving. You clip on the other shelving things.
All those things.
Yeah. So
a lot. It's its own number because I remember I helped somebody set those up at a con not that long ago, and it was like an hour of like, it felt like it was like a Rubik's Cube, but it was like, what the hell? Like, how many of these does it take to make your fancy like bridge above your table?
Yeah, and it's not even that big of a display, right? It was probably like a 2-foot by 4-foot display, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Took like a damn ton of them and zip ties and all that stuff. But this has a space on the back for those, and the only problem is I don't really think you can get enough. It's you can get like 4.
Yeah.
But
I mean, those people that you see them bring to like the artists that bring them into cons, they've got like a giant cardboard box, just like, here's my stuff, set it up.
Yeah.
Like
Or they have like an entourage of people. Like, okay, you go to diagram 47, and I'll sit here and laugh.
Exactly.
Yeah, those the cage bric-a-brac things, those are really awesome. They're really lightweight. They're easy to assemble relative to other crap, and they actually hold together for 2 days, which sometimes doesn't happen with the PVC pipe setup. I see sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Wait, yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Now, yeah, I kind of. It's not for sale just yet, but they are taking donations, so they actually can be for sale. The minute these things go on sale, I think. What's the translation for these suckers? What, like $147? I think.
If you're in Japan.
Well, like 15,000 in Japan, and like 147. So yeah, I think that's the translate. That's the transfer.
That's about right. That sounds right.
So then you'll have to do shipping from Japan if you really want one in the United States. But if you're in Japan, hey, why are you listening to this? Tell me why. I'm really surprised. Comment about it and tell me, because I'd love to hear that.
If you're in Germany, let's set up a deal. I need more Yu-Gi-Oh cards from Germany. If you're from Portugal, I'll just throw my house at you. Take it all. It's okay. Just give me more cards.
Jax's solution to most problems is to throw things.
Hey,
or punch,
worked.
Actually. But
hey, throwing things and punching things has been the most suitable problem-solving issue of all times.
It also has this folding table you see in the video that the woman puts a mirror on. I don't know if that's so helpful, really. I don't know. It has a few things that are nice that you don't normally see on like luggage.
Yeah.
But when you're going from your car to the hotel room, what do you have? What would you say is one of the things that you have the most trouble with getting up to your room that you don't want to get just destroyed?
Well, it's usually always props, or if not a prop, just a big costume piece that can't fit in luggage.
Wigs. I was thinking wigs.
Wigs. There we go. Yeah, that's what.
How did I not think that? Oh no.
Yeah, you style.
Because you were a taco.
Yeah.
Ooh, Euro.
So you style your wig up and all that, and you probably do it before the convention because you save time. And you don't want that touching anything. I don't know about you guys. We typically take a PVC pipe, like one of those half-inch PVC pipes, and we jam it in the foam thing, the foam mannequin head. And then we
look like we're from frickin' 300 carrying around the heads of our fallen enemies.
And then we'll jab it into the luggage and zip it up so that it can't go anywhere. It's like kind of like in the luggage holding it there. I would love for this to have some place to mount a wig head to. Like a fold down flap or something, and then you just like pop a wig head right down there.
Well, realistically, you could probably use that for the same purpose on that side attachment. Like if you had like you said, like a piece of pipe, or even on or like if you had an umbrella or a sword, and you could just stick the wig head on the,
That's what I was thinking.
This is my idea.
Okay.
But you know how carry-on or rolling bags usually have that one handle that just pops up?
Oh,
just have 2 pipes that pop up. Same thing.
That would work, maybe.
Well, how about if they, like, on the side, it would be kind of like 2 inches of field goal kind of scenario?
That would be kind of
so cool. you could actually put 2 wig heads maybe on there?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Wigs just might be one of those things that nobody will ever find a solution to.
Man. God help me if I smash one of my wife's wigs carrying it up to the hotel. I get so much trouble.
And then you would die.
She's shaking her head at me. She's like, I would kill you.
You smash that wig head, she'll smash yours.
Oh, man.
A cane to the back of your head.
Oh, yeah. That cane hurts, man.
Oh.
But, yeah. Let's see. So, I'm pretty sure everyone's noticed like the giant buzz of Sega's newest thing.
The Sonic Boom thing.
The thing that hurts my soul a little bit, but at the same time, I feel is a step in.
Wait, were we joking about that on or off the recording? I know I was making fun of you being Knuckles because you love Knuckles.
I love Tails, you fool.
Okay, yeah,
Stop trying.
we were joking about that, or at least I was giving you a hard time about it because he loves Knuckles, guys. That's his favorite character in Sonic.
Oh, totally.
I'm going to have to hit you. I'm going to have to hit you. Considering the fact that a crap ton of my stuff is like Tails themed, I'm going to have to hit you.
It's not like in this Skype call that his background picture isn't Knuckles.
It's frickin' Tails and you know it. Like, most of the time, all of my avatars are either Tails or stuff from Dumbing of Age. One of those two. Or myself.
Oh.
So 3. But anyway,
right.
So, like, the internet, on my side anyway, I don't know about everybody else, has been, like, ablaze with the previews for the trailer and the cartoon for Sonic Boom.
Yeah, that's Google knows you love Knuckles because I'm not getting any of that.
I'm gonna have to hit you, like, hard.
Yeah,
like,
Google.
scramble your soul.
Google knows you love the Sonic series, so they're probably giving you a lot of Sonic news.
Yeah.
So what are the Alzheimer's about exactly?
Well, a lot of people are up and about the new character designs because for the first time in a while they've updated the characters. Knuckles looks like he's on steroids, and everybody else is okay. I know a lot of people are having a lot of issues with like Sonic's blue arms for the first time, but that's a make or break for me. I don't really. My thing is, I like how Amy and Tails look.
Yeah. I remember how much you liked Amy.
Like, Amy looks like she should after all these years.
I think you were talking about her transitioning into the adult version.
Well, she's transitioning from like the kid version to the teenage version, technically.
Okay, still illegal, very illegal. Also furry.
Shut up. Tails. Shut up. Tails looks like he looks okay. I've been following this comic series as long as I can count.
Mm-hmm.
Tails looks like his 25 Ultra self, and that makes me kind of happy because it's like, I don't think they did it intentionally, but it's kind of like a throw out to the fans in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Go ahead. Go.
All right.
Somebody.
All right. Okay. Fine. Okay. The plot of the new game, I'm okay with. I haven't heard all of the voices yet, but I do like Sonic's voice, kinda. Tails' voice is actually sounding a lot more older. I haven't heard everyone else's, so I'm a little skeptical about Knuckles and Amy. I'm really skeptical about Amy.
I don't know. Because I know Sonic has just been like the character that you run around and follow, and then Tails has been the guy who usually gives some levity to the stupidity that's going on in the scenario. It's like, you guys do it. Yeah, he's a smart one. Like, was it Unleashed, the Sonic game?
The witchcraft game.
I mean, his parts weren't bad. He was playing the straight man when everyone was just like, crystals!
And he was just like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, it was
like,
but stupid.
No, I actually avoid. Okay, the two games to avoid in all the Sonic series is 06 and Unleashed. Heroes, if you want to have a brain aneurysm, please play it. Like, it was stressful for me. I had to beat it because I rented it, but it was stressful.
What's so bad about it? Come on, it's a Sonic game. Isn't like they've ever made a bad Sonic game that was difficult and didn't have pacing problems.
No. No, not out of the like 20 games that exist. No, there's no.
Hey, to be perfectly fair, only one game has had a horrific pacing problem. Only one.
Oh, the one with the werewolf, maybe?
Oh, the werewolf one I just didn't like. It reminded me of Crash Bandicoot.
I don't know. I really didn't enjoy the werewolf stages. Well, because the Sonic stages, right? The normal ones were like 10 or 15 minutes long. You go, you have your Sonic fun, and you go to werewolf, and you're trotting around at 0.5 mile per hour, punching crap, trying to find out where the fuck you're supposed to be going half the time. Oh, and the wall climbing. That was fun.
That was hilarious to watch. But no. For me, it was Oh no, okay, for the Sonic Adventure games, when you actually had to hunt down emeralds, that was personally fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know why, but I could tell exactly where they were going to be. And that, well, I ghosted through all of Knuckles levels. I kind of want to see if I'm breaking records with that game after a while. But, yeah. Anyway, but for the new stuff, the trailer for the cartoon itself, I like the little back and forth that Robotnik and Sonic go with, because that is a definite fan call-out.
So, I mean, this is a new series. Are they going to do a new game and a new, like, product line, too? Have you seen any of that?
Oh, the way they're doing it is the series is the game is a prequel to the series.
Okay.
The series is like, what, 11 50-minute episodes or 11-minute episodes?
Yeah, 50, wait, either way, that doesn't make sense. What?
Yeah. Either way, it's
11-hour-long episodic adventures? Are you sure?
I would accept it,
Oh.
but
He's a bit crazy.
I would accept it. Now, so long as it's not like Sonic Underground or Sonic Sun-Am, I can accept anything. Anything. Oh wait, no, and Sonic X. Let's just never have that happen again.
Oh man,
that made me cry. It was an okay series. It just wasn't for me, ever. But yeah, like I was saying, I think it's going to be like 50 11-minute episodes, because I didn't understand the math, because it said like 50x 11 minutes. So it might be just 50 11-minute episodes. Anyway, they did a little back and forth. I personally like it because the whole joke behind the thing is Robotnik can't name his crap for crap.
What do you mean you can't name him? I never pay attention to the names of his crap, or robots. It's like, oh, it's Ladybug Robot. It must be a Ladybug Robot.
Yeah. Okay. The first couple hundred were good, and then once we got to the 06 era, certain things just started not making sense. Like, for example, in this one, the robot that they reveal is called the Incinerator.
Mm-hmm.
And Sonic's just sits there like, okay, so how is he gonna kill me? Flamethrowers? No. Explosive incendiary devices? No. Does he shoot laser beams out of his eyes? No. He's gonna kill you with claws.
Huh.
But you named him Incinerator. But anyway, it's just little stuff like that makes me giggle.
He loves the Sonic, and I love to give him trouble. So if I can give him trouble, I'll give him trouble about Sonic, or Knuckles, or whatever character he likes the most.
And then I just beat him repeatedly and steal his sandwich.
Oh man!
Like last night, where you almost lost your sandwich.
I almost did. You destroyed the. It was a smush. Actually, it was pretty smushed. I had to wrap it up because you destroyed the packaging. Why would you do something to such a beautiful double cheeseburger with bacon?
Because Jax has a history of looming over your shoulder and trying to steal your sandwiches, right?
As well,
we know
eyes. Yeah.
That is kind of true. I am a avid sandwich thief.
Oh man.
It is a pastime. But anyway. Yeah, so do we have any other news?
No, you have the cool thing. I have one more cool thingy. Come on, let me have my cool thingy.
No, your cool thingy is lame.
Oh. Lame. Well, I guess, but I like costume crap, and it looks awesome to me. So if you follow the links, I saw some, I don't even know, because I can't. This is a costume. I'm pretty sure it's like a traditional age. I'm gonna go China because of the shape of the characters here. Chinese costumes, and you know how if you've ever been to a cultural festival, they just go over the top with the stuff.
Oh yeah,
this stuff kind of over the top. It's got a lot of cool shit on it. There's just embroidery and details and flags and masks and details and details and details look amazing. Headdress. I don't know.
Oh god.
I think when I was in California, we had a Indian powwow thing go on. And it was some crazy stuff. I don't know. I knew the Indians there too, right? And they just look like regular Joes, from day to day. But they put that stuff on, and they're wearing like 4 foot tall feathered crazy stuffs, and I'm just wondering what these people who these people really like, or what is this even? What festival is this for? If anyone speaks, I'm not sure what language this is.
My Mandarin sucks.
This is Mandarin. You sure it's Mandarin? I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's really small font and it looks like a crap ton of kanji, so I'm going to say Japanese or Mandarin.
Japanese is not Mandarin. It's different.
I said Japanese or.
Oh, Chris, you know any languages distinction things?
On these traditional costume things?
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell what language that is.
I mean, they all look like. It looks like very Mandarin, like very traditional. It looks much, like, you know,
okay, we're going to go with Mandarin.
Chinese.
Best guess is Mandarin.
Yeah. Just ancient China.
It's all in French. There's the answer.
It's in French. Okay. Jack says French.
Yeah.
Oh man. So
it's kind of funny though, looking at that stuff and like how you were talking about like the Indian like one that you saw. It's like it is I stumble. What?
Wait, yeah, don't worry. We all talk stupid.
I can do speak language things. Like certain cultures, it's like they're just like totally normal people, and then all of a sudden they're like trying to do our culturally party, and they just like all of a sudden go behind a wall and they come out with like all of this like all jazzed up with like all of these kinds of crazy costume, and it's like I want that. Like I want to be that cool of a people.
Yeah, I want to know if this is for a festival, and because I gotta think that some of these characters are from stories in the past, and there's some meaning behind like at least some of it what they're doing.
They usually all are. Some like it's I guess it would be like the equivalent of just like our like Cinderella and Snow White and all that kind of stuff, and they have their ancient Chinese warlord, whatever his name is, and so on and so forth.
I remember when they did the Power thing, they did about 3 stories, and my favorite one was about the wolf. And then the dude who was telling the story was in this full wolf garb. I'm pretty sure it was Kyle, to be honest with you. But anyway, I'm pretty sure it was Kyle. This full wolf guard. It was super immersive, having like a real camp out and having that kind of like. It's different than on like TV or in a seminar or some other bullshit. It's, you know what I mean? So if this is going on for like a festival or something, it just brings so much more. It's more interesting to me. I'm crazy. Don't worry about me. It's interesting. I'm crazy. I don't know what.
Well,
I don't know, Jax. Have you ever been to like a say something racist festival?
Well, I've been to a couple from different countries.
God damn it.
I've been to Mexico a couple of times for freaking Cinco de Mayo.
What are you down there for? Or
what do I do in the summer?
Get
hot?
Get hot? Yeah, I'm like
what?
No. The thing I went to school for 4 years for.
Oh, your archaeology thing. Oh yeah, that was wonderful. How'd that work out?
Dun, 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 dun.
Shush, pays me in the summer. No, I've been there. I haven't actually seen anything. I haven't been into China for any festival, which kind of sucks.
Well, I don't think a lot of people go to China. Well, at least like, okay. How many people do we know have actually gone to China?
Well, I've gone to China.
Well, we actually know a lot of Asians. They go to like Seoul and like where Noel
I know.
to.
Yeah, Noel goes to the Philippines like nothing.
Oh yeah. Oh.
But yeah, we know people that have gone to the Eastern countries, but I don't think we have seen any of
China. Maybe Casey. I think maybe Casey's been to China.
I'm pretty sure we know enough people that if we really like searched, we could probably find somebody who's been to like every country in the world.
I don't know. There's a lot of really crappy ones.
I know a lot. Like we know a lot of travelers. I know that. I've like.
That's true. Like I guess our group does do a lot of traveling. Our like cosplay people do a lot of traveling. Like artists, and they're traveling in their luxuriousness of not staying at home for all of eternity. Enjoying football.
Darn it.
Darn it. Oh man.
I don't have football. I replace my football addiction of a male goes into League of Legends instead. I'm one of those people.
Are you doing pretty good in League of Legends?
They constantly change the stuff a lot. Like, and it's getting cool. Like, they're adding more craps, but then it gets better. But then you're like, oh, now I have to like reassess my like strategy and stuff. But I love it. Like, I started playing it like pretty much right when it came out. Then I stopped for a few years. Then I came back, and I haven't been able to break away.
Well, I know both Dota and LoL have great characters, but which one has like the billions of them?
That would be League, and apparently Jax got booted, so you have to call him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him back. Shh,
okay.
Don't let him know.
All right.
We're just gonna hate on Knuckles for a while.
Knuckles.
Oh, Jax really likes Sonic. Anyway.
Ring.
Anyway, we'll let that one go. It's no big deal. But you play a lot of LoL. I know LoL has some really cool shit. Like the art, the fan art, or not the fan art, the concept art for the costumes are always pretty good.
Yeah, it's I like it. I mean, they do enough stuff to keep it new. Like between like, I don't even know the total number of how many different characters that like playable characters now. There's got to be at least like 100 and 150 or something like that. Like there's a lot. You know, I just like it. It's really cool. It's fast paced. It's good action. It's
fast paced in an hour.
Well, no, not really.
Surprised.
That's if you're one of these professional guys that play, you know, on TV and packed stadiums. But for me, just playing like with regular Joes on any normal night, an average game could be as quick as 20 minutes because you completely romper stomp somebody and the whole team just runs away screaming, going, "We surrender!" or you can have a game with like people who are actually like really good and it's like a stalemated, and those can last up. I've had one. I've had a game last an hour and 20 minutes.
Shoot.
So you got lucky. I had a 5-hour game. That was torture.
I don't even know how you. Did everybody just quit and it was just a one-on-one? Like, how do you?
Okay, so what happened was actually, I'm trying to remember exactly the characters because I only played Gangplank, Mordekaiser, and a couple of others. But I was Gangplank for this game. The other person on the other team was Misfortune, and we had a locked game for 2 hours. Like everything was blow for blow.
Wow.
And then hour like 3 and 4, we were like we were trying to push, they were trying to push. We started getting the advantage around like half into hour 4. Hour 5, shenanigans started happening. My computer started like overheating. A bunch of their players started like getting connection issues.
Damn,
after 5 hours, the servers were like, "You guys need to stop." Like, play a new
5
game.
hours. It's like, guys, we're gonna personally kick you out of this game on principle.
Yeah. On principle. Oh man.
But oh man, that was a fun game. Yeah, that was actually one of my first couple of games.
Shoot. Ah man. Well, I guess if it goes like bananas, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I suck at frickin' League, so at the same time, and my computer was able to keep up with somebody that was practically running Alienware.
Well, I mean,
that was a pride mark.
There's a certain amount of lag protection, you know.
But yeah. And I mean, in a game that is like that, you kind of want it. But
cheesing
it up, Jax. Way to keep it legit.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'm excited because I've been working on. I'm hopefully going to be having a cosplay from League of Legends that I'm going to be wearing soon at a, some of the upcoming conventions.
Ooh.
And speaking of upcoming conventions, clever segue. Aha.
Well, actually. I don't know. I guess we could actually take a break if anyone wants to take a drink or maybe eat some food, and we'll be back in like 5 minutes.
All right, that's fine. Sounds fine.
Cool. All right, we'll be back after these imaginary commercials from people we made up.
And tacos.
And tacos.
Are you a badass with a cold shoulder? Come to Slag Shoulder Lily Emporium. We have all kinds of lollies for you to choose from. We got big lollies, small lollies, lollies. Yeah, guys, that's the thing. We have so many lollies for you to choose from. We are having a sale this week. Buy one, get two free. To make your badass enough to handle more than one, come to Slag Shoulder Lily Emporium off the corner of Sunset and Never.
You know what, guys? It would be amazing if we were sponsored by Fruit Snacks.
That would be awesome. I don't know how I'd feel about that, but that would be awesome.
I'd enjoy Fruit Snacks.
I would enjoy fruit
I'll tell you
snacks.
how you wouldn't feel. You wouldn't feel hungry.
Yeah.
That is true.
Fruit Snacks,
Right.
they keep you from hunger. Maybe.
That's true. Probably. I don't know what we do.
Oh, no. We're going to make up some more commercials and they're going to be hilarious. No, I'm not.
Okay, so you want me to make one for commercials and one for tacos? Deal.
Jax will whore himself out for tacos. And, like...
No, only root beer.
Throw root beer. Okay, root beer.
Root
Oh, my God. Root beer. Root beer. Long, tragic story, root beer. Whew. Okay. What were we doing again?
What do you mean? What was the next thing we were going to talk about?
Oh, no, we were talking about Jax being a horrible cheater, but we'll skip over that.
Yeah.
I am not a cheater.
So, he's going to this Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament in the future. You guys might want to keep an eye out for.
I swear to God, I'm gonna have to beat the happy out of you one day, just to see what happens.
There's a lot of beating.
He likes to smush things or throw them. Oh, man.
Ouch.
Wait, what's this? Oh, my waifu gave me the last orange slice from the fruit snack she had, because she's the best waifu ever.
I don't know why. They don't get big.
Because she knows
Huzzah!
my favorite fruit snacks is the orange one. Huh? What's going on?
I don't know.
Yeah. Chris, is your waifu a good waifu? I don't know if it's a girlfriend or waifu, but I know someone's with you right now.
No, well, yeah, she's like 10 feet away from me because that's the living room. Like my computer and my cam and everything here is in the living room.
Hello,
That's my
person!
waifu.
Hello, squirrel.
Hello, squirrel! Oh, man.
Okay,
Squirrel.
I don't know if
you're a
can
squirrel now. Okay.
You have headphones on, I bet. I don't think.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
She's speaking obscenities.
No.
Okay.
No.
We gotta focus.
Yeah.
Stuff. I don't know what we
let's
gotta focus on. What are we focusing on? Oh, yeah. So,
We are from upcoming ceremonies.
last week we had a panel at a convention.
We did it! It was awesome.
amazing, except for the fire alarm.
I saw pictures. Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, fire alarm went off at like half an hour into the panel.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah! That was funny.
I guess even that con is not immune to it's not an official con unless the fire alarm gets pulled.
Oh, man.
No, it was the emergency door thing or whatever. But
Oh.
something went off. All I know is halfway through the panel you hear, and I'm like, okay, so the dead nurses are coming in, and we're
Well, it
just going to
wasn't
have
radio
a
static.
I don't know. Hey, Jax, can you comment on the video? Because it won't let me comment on the video. Someone asked me what the sound was in the video, and I can't answer them because YouTube is giving me trouble.
It's okay, I'll comment later.
Well, I let him know. So, because he asked, or I'm assuming it's a he. He was wondering what it was. But I think we did a good job. Yeah.
I do believe we did a good job.
We at least for our first time, right? And Chris wasn't there because he didn't like us. He was like not hanging out with us at UShiCon.
Yeah,
He was being
what? Who you bitches? I don't know.
Oh.
I saw pictures. It looked like you guys were having a good time. I'm sorry, I wasn't there. Okay.
Everybody needs to be at our next panel, or we're gonna throw a fit.
And where's that gonna be?
I don't know. Jax, well, you said you wanted one. Where was that at that convention with the
Oh yeah, DashCon.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do. I want to do a panel for DashCon.
See if we can get one of those. I'll send emails.
Okay.
But we had a lot of fun. It was a lot of energy, and then we died horribly from tiredness afterwards.
Yeah.
There
There was lots of food consumption.
What was it? We need to work on something. Oh yeah, we didn't use our microphones. We just kind of yelled at people.
Was the room pretty small, or were you guys in a huge room?
It was a
It
giant.
was an auditorium,
Oh,
but
geez.
everyone was smushed together, so it kind of hurt us.
I think they're in the first like 8 rows. I guess there. They were close.
No, Chris, we had a packed house.
Well, I mean, you guys are like hot shit, so of course.
We had like 40 people. It was great. Actually, I think that was a pretty good number for the panel.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
yeah, for Yushaikon, that was pretty good, I think. Because I think the only thing they had more was the actual masquerade, which everyone was at.
Well,
Yeah.
but yeah, we taught well. We learned well. I learned about a new fancy thing, which I'm actually gonna have to start researching soon.
What's that fancy thing?
The new casting technique that one girl told me about. I'll look at the video. I think it's still in there, but I can't remember the name of it.
What was it in
I don't have. Huh?
Oh, the
It was like bat resin or something.
yeah, it has a name. It's like, damn it, I'm not good with names either. Oh well, it was great. We had a convention. We did a panel. It was good times. And Jack,
I danced the dance.
we got free lollipops too.
Oh yeah, and I threw them at people.
We were throwing lollipops at people. That's why you need to go to our panels. If people leave lollipops on the table, we'll throw them at people.
wow.
Pretty much.
So you have to be at our panel, and there have to inexplicably be lollipops on the table. Those are the conditions. Oh well.
But yeah.
So no. Is there any? What's your next con then, Chris?
Anmk next week.
Oh. So are you doing anything particular for that?
I had planned, like I was talking before our ever so invigorating commercial break, that I was hopefully gonna have a League of Legends cosplay, but it's actually not gonna. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be done in time. Other than that, I'm not really doing too much.
What cosplay is that? Are you gonna do? Are you?
It's well for people who play the game and are familiar with the characters, it's Warwick. He's a big werewolf.
I love Warwick. I hate him at the same time because he messed with the banana, but I like Warwick. You do not screw with the banana. I'm sorry.
I eat your heart out. You know.
Hey. You douched out the banana. That's all you did. That is literally all Warwick did.
LOL has some really nice cosplays. Like, I've been asked to make some nice cosplays for LOL, and there's some good character design there too.
It's
That's
pretty
fine.
cool. Like they're like the costume design is kind of like a love child between like Final Fantasy and like World of Warcraft. Like you kind of put those two together and you pretty much get the style that is like League of Legends.
Yeah, I do get a sense of like World of Warcraft, but like much more paint.
Yeah.
Oh no. But dude, probably not for ASIN, but a con in the future. If you do have Warwick still over, let me know because I have to do my Jackception.
Okay.
Jackception. Oh, there's a character named Jackson. You're also Jackson. Then you'll have like a little Jax plushie from Jackson.
I will probably see if I can get someone to give me a Jax plushie.
Yeah.
That
So,
way,
you're just gonna run around and sit on people, is what you're telling me.
pretty much.
Is this an ample person? I mean, why would people be worried about him sitting on them?
Because that's what he does in the game. The character Jax, he leaps and sits on. He like leaps on you. Like that's one of his attacks. Like he just leaps on top of you. And it looks like it looks like he's doing like a sumo slam, like on you.
For no apparent reason.
Yeah.
No, the cool thing about the character is he's like, screw everything. I'm just going to use this lamp pole because you guys said I couldn't use anything else. And when you said I could use anything else, guess what? I'm still going to use the lamp pole because it's funny.
I don't know, but there's a lot of alt characters and skins that look amazing. Are you gonna
Chris,
use
do
the
Cho-
basic color one? What?
Do Cho'Gath.
I don't know. Here, link me to picture and I'll think about it. Maybe.
But
Cho'Gath is the Violator from Spawn,
Oh,
pretty much.
okay. That is a monster thing. Maybe. No, I'm
We
not.
would have fun as chill
I'm
guys.
not into LOL because I had. Remember when LOL had a really bad reputation?
No.
Yeah, I did. I went in there and the community was not friendly, and I left.
Well, it's
Well-
an online game. The community is never friendly.
Well,
That is sense.
it's gotten a lot better because you have the check-in systems. Like,
Oh yeah, true.
but before that, man, they would just
Oh yeah,
out
that's true.
chat.
Like I actually still instinctively block chat because of that.
I don't. It's usually not too bad.
I think it was like 5 years ago. It was not great. It was not fun for me because obviously I have to learn the fucking game, you know. Forearms. So you want me? I may as well. If I'm gonna do something like this, I'm gonna do a Zerg. That's what I'm gonna.
Yeah, actually, that's a good comparison. It's more like a Zerg. When I first saw it, I thought of Spawn, but actually, now that you said Zerg, that actually makes a lot more sense.
I've been wanting to do an infected Terran for so long.
Dude, if you do this, that would be cool.
It's
I
all.
still want to do a Space Marine, but no, actually, I want to do a Tech Priest.
Oh, Tech Priest with the like robotic arm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
but I want to be the douche Tech Priest that everybody has to fight eventually. In every single Warhammer campaign I've ever been in, someone has summoned the douche Tech Priest, where all of his arms are mechanical. He has Dr. Octopus's arms, and he's just using las pistols like a laser light show. And it doesn't matter if he hits you. Oh no, screw that. He has more to shoot.
I don't know. I think it is not that great in gameplay right at this moment. Or no, I think maybe there was a change where it is feasible to play.
No, I mean the frickin' D&D for it.
Oh, okay.
Not Pathfinder. It's is it Pathfinder? It's probably not
I
Pathfinder.
was thinking Warhammer. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was gonna pick a war, I'd go 40k and I'd pick like a chaos, like just a chaos unit. Like I don't know which one, but like those are my favorite. Like they just look like ridiculous.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff. I think they got like the best flyer in the game. It looks amazing.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't do like regular Marine because there's just so many of them. It's not really. I mean, I could find all the drafting patterns online, and yeah. I like to do that myself. That's most of my fun. What would be good? Maybe a Tau. Maybe.
That would be kind of fun. The reason why I want to do Tech Priest is because I want to make like at least 2 of the arms opposable, but I don't know. There's a lot of gimmicks that I could put into a Tech Priest.
I don't know. I think we might go to Anime Milwaukee. We're on the fence about it. It might not.
I mean, I get paid Friday, so that means I can kind of ghost it, but at the same time, I wouldn't be a happy trooper.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of, we're just going like there was supposed to be new cosplay ideas, but that's not apparently going to happen now. But so then we're kind of just going to chill. I'm kind of going there half for pleasure, half for business.
Oh, okay. What you gonna do up there? Oh, I think you're what you gonna do up there? I think you can elaborate on that. You work with the con, right?
Well, no, I don't. Not with Anmk specifically, but I have started an audio company that I do that I try to work with cons. I give the supply like the speakers and the sound for like any kind of like the main programming room where the masquerade would be, or any big events, and like the dances at night and all that. So
Okay.
shameless self bump.
No, I know because I know you've done it for a few of them. Ramen Con. I know
Yeah.
that was all your crap. I mean stuff. It was.
It was crap. I saw it.
It's not
It
crap.
was crap.
Why you gotta bust
All of
balls?
Chris's stuff is crap.
Why you gotta
Look at
bust
it.
balls?
Look, the DJs can't bring everything in.
Yeah.
Like, usually they bring like a soundboard in and then like a computer and then maybe a little bit of their own stuff, but otherwise I'm pretty sure this con gets the rest of it.
Yeah. They're usually the con is the one that usually they have the big speakers that sit onto the sides of the stage or wherever they are, and lights and all that stuff is usually separate outside of the entertainers.
Mm-hmm.
So
I actually would be interested to know because a lot of the sound, like the lighting effects, is that independent of another message. Is that like okay? You're supposed to this light and sound things are supposed to go with the music. Do you know any of the technical side behind that? Or is it just a site?
Sound is a whole nother, much more expensive monster.
Uh-huh.
And that's usually, there can be different settings. You either can have a pre-programmed thing, like there's a lot of bands and bands that have a light system that they pre-program them to do a certain sequence to the songs that they're playing, or you can have somebody who is up there with all the buttons that says, okay, now this on, now this off, now move this, now move that, now go green, now go blue. Like, so there's many different ways to do that, whether it's pre-programmed or live manipulation. And then there's of course just an auto setting, which is mostly just the lights they'll just sync up to, like, they'll sense the bass beat and they'll just go with the tempo of the music, and they'll just do whatever they want.
Okay, because I don't know, I'm pretty interested in that kind of stuff because I like engineering things. So,
pretty shiny lights.
Oh my god, how does it make it work with electrical? Shiny electricity.
Yeah, I have. I've got a few of those. I've got a few lights that you can throw up on a stage, but a lot of that stuff is like, I'm definitely looking to get into it more in the future. But for now, I'm sticking mostly with just audio.
Oh, okay. Because I know it kind of sucked for their band to bring all in. I think I've seen maybe a DJ bring in maybe 2 amps, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And otherwise, it gets to be ridiculous, and then they run a risk of ruining their own gear. And the way they travel, we'll ruin that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they bring it for room parties. A lot of DJs have room parties.
Oh yeah, they'll have like their little speakers and whatnot that they can hook up to when it's in a room party and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. Is there gonna be like is there gonna be like a link, or should I like speak it out?
I'll put it in the description because you can say wherever it is, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, whoever's listening, you'll see this in the description when it's edited and posted. But it's Asgard Audio and More is actually the name of my company. We've got a website. I've got a number and everything. It's on there. So when you post a link, you'll be able to get and troll me. If you're anybody who even wants to throw a party, somebody who's getting married, they want some sound, or if somebody who's listening to this happens to want to or does run a convention, be more than happy to talk with you and negotiate any kind of business.
Because I know when I did my wedding, I did it through the tent and all the speakers and stuff I got for that. The speakers were like $650, and the microphone and all that stuff, just that was like $650, and I can't say what his prices are because he probably won't change, but he quoted me considerably less. So
yeah, that's if I remember correctly, since I was there, that's about the $650 price was probably about half as much as what everything costs.
Yeah.
So because that stuff, like, it's really weird. Like, it's actually funny with audio. Like, some of the smaller speakers, mm-hmm. because they're self-contained, they have all their necessary compartments inside of them, actually are a lot more expensive than like big speakers, because big speakers are made to be run with
a whole system,
other kinds of like auxiliary equipment.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, wait, no, actually, we had like the guys we had were not competent. It was frustrating because you know how long it took them to put that tent up. I hate my wedding. Weddings are frustrating, guys. It was not. It was pictures were wonderful, and things you don't take pictures of were not so wonderful.
It was a fun day. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Okay, it was a good time.
Everyone liked the.
I rolled across the mud. I was happy.
I had like 2 boxes of ice cream cones because no one bothered with ice cream cones. They just had like a full gigantic cup of ice cream. Because
it wasn't even ice cream. It came out like yogurt.
You guys didn't give it time to freeze.
I don't think it could, and it was hot as balls that day.
Yeah.
Every time we tried to freeze, the sun just smacked it. Like, nope.
Well, we should have had way more ice cream. It was whatever. It was cool. It was fun.
Your wife's in the room, which means it was a great, excellent, fun, amazing day.
Seneca, they say you're beautiful. Yeah. The people, everyone says you're beautiful. Your wedding pictures. Good cover guy.
Now do a dance. She's not dancing.
Oh well. That's what. Wait. Okay. So after that, I think it's Shudokan for me, and I'm seriously gonna have some awesomeness for that. But I don't know about you, Jax. I think Asen's your big one next.
Yeah, because again, job doesn't let me do as much as I would like, but
Damn
I did get
jobs.
I got off for Easton, which kind of works out. I mean, the brownstone spire doesn't polish itself.
We must hail to the brownstone spire. We can't
Oh,
see
that's
where he
right.
works, but he
I get-
works with his brownstone.
Like I am legally contractually bound never to talk about what happens within the brownstone spire. But
I just love the concept of like he goes to Aspire every day.
and I have to praise the spire every day for 4 hours at a time.
I thought it was 3 hours because you're not getting a whole lot a week after you did your math.
Yeah, technically it's supposed to be just like 3 hours, but I think Mondays I think I work like 5 to 6 depending.
Oh, because that's their busy
That's like-
day. Yeah,
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah, which is why I was like, hey, we gotta wrap this up before 2.
Jax, you'll never sleep. Oh no, well you get out of here. You should be able to get out of here. Yeah, we do recording, and we're trying to figure out something for Jax so that he doesn't die horribly of work fatigue.
Well, they watch me like a hawk in there, so.
Poor Jax.
But no, I should be fine. Like I said, I should be fine today because it's sleep most of the day.
Oh.
Come on, what have we learned from watching every like movie, anime, comic, cartoon? Is if you're overworked and overstressed, you have to clone yourself. Like that's the only solution.
But if I do that, then there will be 2 Jaxes, and then bad things will happen.
Then the world would explode. That is true. I forgot.
Usually punching and throwing will happen, I would assume.
Yes.
Like punching, throwing. I think I would like
Is
make A&W
Sasquatch
root beer
heritage
and
be
put it in
proud?
there. Like root beer companies would have stocks rise substantially.
We're selling
I
out
think-
across the globe. I don't understand what's going on.
We're selling out everywhere, guys. What's going on? I think other soda companies will die out of confusion.
And then right at
Oh.
Oh wait, actually,
and then as they're saying this and they realize the problem, you and your clone will like, well, at this time, who knows, you might have a small army even, will like all kick down the giant warehouse door of their main factory and just go to town.
pretty much.
Like-
Also, fun fact: did you know that? And it's kind of sucky. Root beer is an American thing. Like, not that many other companies have root beer.
Wait, other countries? What?
Yeah.
What's it
Other
made from?
countries do
What?
not. It is technically an American drink.
But what is it root beer made from? I don't think I've ever questioned.
It's bad though. I just assumed it was magic and sunshine.
The root of all evil.
I'm pretty
Probably.
sure there's like a root or something that's ground up, or and
Well,
Which-
originally root beer
Yeah.
was liquor.
look at
I remember that
licorice. Is there licorice? in there?
No, liquor.
liquor,
It used to be booze.
Oh, okay.
Considering it has beer in the name of it.
Okay. Wait. Oh, I think root because root's in the name. Ah, I figured it out. I always imagine like a root being ground up because it's root beer. Okay, this is stupid. I'm retarded. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Historical root beer is a knowledge. Wait, hold up. I'm trying to remember.
You should know this.
Um,
You love root beer. Not.
well,
You should. I need to
I
know
know
where the distilleries are, Jax. Where are
I'm
they
not
keeping it?
Kentucky. Most of them are in Kentucky, which I cannot go. But no, actually, original root beer. It's supposed to be like the process. All right, the process of providing a drink with a very low alcohol content. That's the whole gimmick behind root beer.
Mm.
Nowadays, you don't get root beer with alcohol content unless you go to Mexico. Fun fact.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of places do not, have root beer. It's kind of a weird thing. Like when I was away in Greece for the longest time, I was in hell.
Because all
Like,
they
that
had
was
was Greece food.
No, I love Greek food. They had no root beer.
Oh.
Like nowhere I went had root beer. I actually had to go to like the bare bones outskirts to like swap markets to get root beer.
Was it cheap? It wasn't. It was really expensive.
No, it was expensive, man. I was trying.
Oh well.
It was warm.
It was warm. You didn't cool. You could have cooled it. They have refrigeration in other parts of the world.
No, I didn't have a refrigerator in my hotel.
They have ice in other parts of the world, maybe.
My refrigerator was not with me.
Oh, damn. Okay, I'm pretty sure what happened was Jax drank it before he had a chance to actually cool it because he was enthusiastic about it, probably.
It happened.
It was a different language root beer, and it was a knockoff.
Oh man, we went to his room. Oh, yesterday when we went to his house, he had no less than like, what was it, 1 to 2 liter? And how many other bottles of root beer do we have in that room?
About 27.
Okay, yeah.
That's after I cleaned up.
Was it the Monday after tomorrow morning after this recording? I'm putting up a video, and you can clearly see at least 2 bottles of root beer in the shot.
You leave my root beer out of it.
Oh man. Okay. So, all right. So this week we've seen some stuff. Have you seen some stuff? Some stuff you can recommend. Some stuff you can't recommend.
Yes.
I seen some stuff, man. I seen it. It's crazy.
Probably.
I know. I saw an AT-AT. You know what AT-ATs are? Hmm. AT-AT. Yeah.
Isn't that the cable company?
Oh man.
Oh yeah, that is.
Wait, is it AT?
No.
I did.
18. Ah, we win.
Wait, no. You're lucky I can't spell. You're lucky I can't spell worth a damn. Otherwise, I would contradict it. There could be a company named AT-AT. Is there? Stop fucking with me, guys. I think it is. I think there is. No. But, okay, I
find this hilarious.
Okay, it's fine. We ignore dyslexia. All right, so it's an AT-AT from Star Wars, the 4-legged snow thing that punches people, and it was like dangling the savior of the universe from.
Okay.
So it was at what convention is this? It was.
It was in Manchester.
Oh yeah, Manchester Comic-Con. And it is amazing. You know how you have like the horse costumes? There's 2 people. There's one dude in the back and one dude in the front.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah. It's pretty sizable too. I mean, this thing is like the size of a smart car. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Oh man. And they were walking around. I think they only had like 1 handler, which is surprising because with those feet, I expect them to like fall at some point. And then, oh man. There's got to be.
Well, they've got. I mean, at least it was as far as like mostly you need handlers for vision, and I mean they made some pretty nice like little like windows around the outside of it so that they could at least make sure they weren't going to run into anything.
Oh yeah, they took advantage of the paneling that you normally see on like the AT-AT, the detail paneling, and that's where they stuck the windows, so it wasn't like weirdly cut out or anything.
And plus, it looks like it's like the stilts really aren't that like it looks like their feet. Yeah, their feet pretty much touch like directly onto the like tops of the foot pads of the AT-AT. Mm-hmm. So it's not like they have. It's pretty much just like wearing big platform shoes, not like actual like stilts.
Mm-hmm.
Which probably made it a lot easier.
Oh yeah, I don't know if they show in the video, but in the pictures, in the little windows that they have that they see out of, they got stormtrooper toys. So they got like dudes in there.
Oh yeah, in the head.
Oh yeah.
Front window.
Did someone throw a bottle at them?
What? In the video?
Yeah, I was looking at the video. I'm like, there's just a random bottle that just booped on them.
Okay, I didn't miss that part. I was looking at, I think it was the part where I was looking at Skywalker hanging from it, which is a nice little detail there. Because I think at this point, that model, it might be rare. Maybe it wasn't original, but like I think they're pretty hard to find.
But yeah, this seems like a really cool idea. I mean, there is one thing it kind of inspires me to try and go for the Mech Warrior costume I really want to do. But
what Mech Warrior would you do?
I was actually thinking of Shadowcat.
Oh, okay. Because I play the Mech Warriors on the line.
And I love the old Mech Warriors.
And you can't play it because your computer is very weak. Is the baby computer. You could not hold up megabytes.
Yeah. It sucks. I hate this computer so much, but at the same time, it's keeping me alive.
Oh man. Hey Chris, do you play MechWarrior?
I do not.
Oh, okay. Because we
Sorry.
need a fourth for our Lance.
Mm.
It's free.
But I used to be the king of douches with Shadow Cats.
What'd you do with them? What'd you have them outfitted with?
Hmm?
What'd you have them outfitted with? What was your weaponry?
Mostly lasers, probably a missile pad dead center, like I used to do. A minigun right underneath, and I have no idea what I would do for the arms right now. Flamethrower would not be a good idea.
Right now, the meta is PPCs and sometimes LRMs, but you have to have certain teamwork for those. But me and my friends are running around with like multi-flamers, which do very little damage, and then basically shotguns. They're called AC-10s and AC-5s. But we'll run up to them and flamer them because they can't see us for shit, and then we'll shotgun them. Because it blocks all their vision, right? Unless they switch over to heat vision. But usually it doesn't. It takes them too long to figure that out, and then we shotgun them. It also creates heat, which makes them shut down. If they have lasers on, like if they have PPCs or other energy weapons,
yeah,
they heat up.
Can't use them.
Well, they can, but they'll shut down immediately, and then we kill them.
So you troll out the meta.
Yeah, because the meta is the energy weapons. So yeah, we troll all the meta.
I would probably do Rams. Rams seem like a good idea, but yeah. I could do what I used to do, which was just all-out attack and then have to force shutdown.
The alpha striking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw it. Ultra cooldown.
Boy, this is, that probably not work in this game. Because it's not like Battlefield or something where you get respawns. If you're dead, you're out for the match. Oh, well. Rah, 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 rah. So, has anyone else seen any cool stuff this week?
Oh my god.
All these cool things you sent me. That's
okay, yeah, we sent you links so you know what we're talking about. No.
I know.
You don't see anything cool? You don't? Well, we pay quite a bit of attention to content.
I sit in my house the majority of the week. I just got a new thing to craft with, so I have not seen much of the light of day.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, your giant thing of Warbler. That was kind of funny.
You having fun with that? Maybe we'll talk about that later. Maybe we can talk about that later, Jax. Maybe.
Yeah, that's later.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because, we haven't picked the material of the week yet. Because usually we save that for the guest, right? To pick out.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, well. But wait, okay, so Jax, what do you got for us here?
Oh, man. My thing is like two things in one. Interstella 5555 cosplays. I love this series. I love this movie.
Oh, wait, Interstella 55. Okay, yeah. Oh, man.
Okay, I love the crescendos because they make me giggle.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire story behind them is really deep, really heartfelt. It gave me the feels before I even knew what feels were.
There better be a lot of backstory behind this because there's no words. It's all music. The whole thing.
I was gonna go into that about the throwback, but yeah, the way this entire thing is, alright. Before I even go into the throwback stuff, before you get me started.
Okay, you like these cosplays for why?
The freaking crescendos! No one does the crescendos! Do I need a reason to like this besides the crescendos? Okay.
You're saying words. Is that English words?
Down.
What's the English? I don't know English. What sound is that? What is a crescendo?
Crescendos. It's a combination of dolls and crescendo. Crescendo's Italian. And it's also a musical phrase.
Oh, okay.
It's what he did. He got louder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I described exactly what it was with my rage.
Okay, with rage. With rage. I thought you were describing rage.
No. No. Describing rage, I just repeatedly hit you.
Yeah, but they have the whole set, I think. Yes, there's the whole
They
set.
have pretty much the whole set. They're missing, I think, they're missing the human characters.
Oh, man, no one cares about those characters.
I do.
No.
And, okay, I think the third picture I sent you guys,
Uh-huh.
I believe it's the third one. I think it's the same girl, but someone did like the human version of Beryl, which is the girl.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Let me see. I think that's the third one I sent you. If not, then my computer's being stupid. But there's like so many. This entire group made me happy today because I was watching Interstella. And I'm like, I have no idea what I want to talk about today, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just go on a limb and check up on the interwebs.
Using the pirate. Well, ooh, what's what you aren't doing?
But they did a skit too, I believe.
Oh, wait, is that next? Oh, yes, I got messages from people. Yay! We'll talk about that later. Ha ha ha.
Uh-oh.
Aha, I got something stuffs.
Uh-oh.
Ah ha 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 ha. But yeah,
Who said you could do things?
I'm still kind of waiting for Kaysen for that. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. We'll wait 5 seconds. Wait 5 seconds, people. Be patient. I will elude and keep you on the edge of suspense is what we could be elaborating into.
Yeah. But it could be worse. But also, I'm probably just gonna link you this later. I shall link it now. But the skit they did made me so happy because it's the first scene that you see in the movie.
Yeah. Okay.
And they do it beautifully.
Yeah.
This is an invitation to what fortune calls.
Okay, I'm gonna watch that during a break.
Yes.
Oh.
Prototyping call. The New York
Oh, this is pretty good. The thing is the blue paint is always hard to not get on those instruments.
Especially barrels because she has a pure. Oh man, that's the sexiest bass I've ever seen. A pure white bass with gold string. Well, gold neon blue strings.
Mm-hmm.
Session with a trainer.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, stop sending me suggestions to cosplay LOL characters.
No, not doing it one.
I have only so much time. I must sleep. Must
Sleep.
sleep. I have other people's shit to make. Then my shit. Then I have to not die.
No, don't die.
Oh man, but the robot dog looks cool, or whatever that was. I don't know what it was.
Oh, that was Cho'Gath, like Battlecast Cho'Gath.
Ah. What was that? What's going on?
God, stop.
We're getting a lot of oh, yeah. Yes. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. I got you.
Oh, they get edited out.
Yeah, we'll edit all those things out. Don't
Okay.
ignore that, people. There is no one behind the curtain.
There's no noise.
There is someone behind the curtain. I'm looking him dead in the eye.
Roar.
He's the greased up death guy.
Oh man.
Oh man, you ain't never gonna catch me.
Oh.
I don't know. So, all right. So we got some cool cosplays that we saw this week. I didn't really. Well, I could always pull up more stuff because I trolled the tumblers and I'm like, look at this awesomeness, look at that awesomeness. But we'll save that. We'll do some other stuff. We'll talk about things that people can actually maybe not have to look at through the links. Like
Eventually, I'll probably go on Tumblr.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Like say, what are you doing this week, huh? Jax, I'm looking at you.
No, you're not. You're looking at the screen. I know what you're looking at because I'm looking at you.
I don't have my camera up. It's just my
Exactly.
headset.
I know.
But your
What are you
camera's up. The one I placed in your room yesterday. Stop
Well,
scratching.
okay, Ceiling Cat.
Jax
I
is
will
looking
scratch
at,
where I want.
Jax can look at both of us, but all we see is Knuckles.
I'm
Oh.
going to have to punch the happy out of both of you. Chris,
No.
somebody needs to get elbowed in the head. But anyway,
Nuh-uh.
no. It's going to happen.
It's not me. Am I gonna get elbowed or am I gonna get knuckled?
Oh man, these are pretty good.
I could do this all night.
Hey, guess what?
Oh,
I'm just gonna have to beat you there. But anyway.
Chris, you're
All right.
back. This is good.
Okay, so I just finished another sword, so I'm gonna work on another sword because
Oh,
I have enough wood to make like 40 more swords.
and hopefully
But no,
here because apparently you lost some of your like detail like thing beats.
Yeah. Someone jacked my pearl inlay. This is legitimately pissing me off because I need that pearl inlay.
For the little pearl detail things. Yeah, those are the same ones I used when I did that prop. They're like, oh,
I can't. Yeah, yours. Yeah, yours. I'll just jack yours. Shoot, screw that.
no, I don't have any extra. They're long gone. And they might be in the beat. No, there's no way I'll be able to find them.
Nah, I think I have your original in the garage. I can just rip them off of there.
What? You have my original? What?
I kind of stole it. I
Ugh,
kind of stole it.
damn it.
You weren't using it.
Oh well, whatever. Anyway, so I think it's almost done. You got a lot. I saw you got a lot of sanding done, and it's getting real clean up. I think you're pretty close to paint, right?
Yeah, I actually, while we were during our first break, I started painting the primer on it, so the blade's gonna look beautiful.
Primer.
Yeah, we gotta make sure to seal that thing because that wood's gonna. I get that wood is gonna soak it up. I guarantee.
Oh yeah. Plus, I tried to put the clear coat on the freaking blade already, and it just absorbed it. So I'm just gonna prime the piss out of it now and get it out of my way.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I don't even keep track of how many cans of primer that I dumped into my guitar. I tried making the Marshall E guitar from Adventure Time, and it just was like it ate all of the primer and all of the everything, and I'm like, where is this going?
You need to seal your shit, Joe. Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You need to see your shit, boy. No. Dude, I told you. When you were making it, I told you flat out. You got to seal it. Everyone told you to seal it.
Oh, man.
I thought that's what that was. Man.
I kept specifically saying, seal it, and you just kept saying, okay.
There's such a thing as primer sealer.
we could, there's a thing called Google. I mean, I'm just saying.
Not you.
It
But
said
no.
sealer on the can. Okay.
Oh, man.
Like,
Yeah.
primer sealer is kind of an oxymoron.
Get off.
But,
This isn't
Yeah,
about me.
actually.
It's about you, Knuckles.
okay. Speaking of, I need to ask you eventually, how did you do your axe for the battlefield?
My axe? Wait, did I do an axe today?
Your axe? Not you, Chris. The other Chris.
Wait, I can't hear you, Jax. You're doing something.
Sorry. No, my phone decided to go stacky. No. How did you make your axe? Because I'm going to be working on a scythe for next year. Or this year, actually.
The axe guitar?
No, not the axe guitar. The LARP axe.
I have a LARP axe?
No, you
The green one.
Oh, the foam one. That was all it was because it's foam. So all I did was it was a dowel rod, and then I just took a bunch of layers of foam. There's literally probably 12 layers of foam, and then just the fact that it was all just then wrapped up in tape to give it a shape. Like that entire blade on the foam halberd is all just foam. There's no core wood or anything in between. That is all just foam.
What kind of foam is it? Is it?
It's camping foam actually, like the camping mats that you can get at Walmart.
Okay, I'll have to figure that out. Well,
Yeah, because...
Go ahead.
No, I was saying, because I'm going to be making hook swords, which I'm actually going to need to put a core in there. But the scythe, I think I can get away with doing your method.
I mean, because of course I wasn't going for looks or anything, so I literally just, made it's a foam weapon. It's made to be beat around, so it's just literally a bunch of that foam, and then I wrapped it up in duct tape, and then they put the cloth sock over it, and that was that.
Magic of cloth socks.
Yes.
Oh man.
I can accept it. Oh, but man, this blade is shiny.
Oh, alright. let's see, last week and this week, aside from trying to like hell to paint in this cold weather, I have been working on glass armor from the Skyrims.
What scrims?
It uses the piss out of me, but like glass and armor don't make sense. Yeah, it's one of the strongest armors that you can get.
Sorry, what, Jax?
Glass and armor do not make sense, but it's the strongest armor you can technically use for a while.
Yeah, and then there's demonic, and then there's Dragonborn, and then you get the expansion packs and you get other crap too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like it because I think it's the nicest looking.
If you like heavy armor, it's got the best look. Me, I don't wear heavy armor in Skyrim, so.
Wait, I think it's light armor actually.
Is it considered light?
Yeah,
Well, it looks heavy.
Yeah, I can't pull it up right now because I would make a loading sound. But I think because there's two trees, right? When you research it, there's like the heavy armor and then there's the light armor, and I think it's the light armor half of the like shapey thing.
Yeah. I think glass armor does technically count as light armor, but it looks like heavy armor. It's got the bulky look.
I could be wrong, yeah. But there's a ton of obviously dragon armor because it's the big armor. So everyone's like, I gotta do the best armor in the game. And then there's the demon armor, which I really like because it's all tentacly kind of and black and evil.
That it's got spikes and tentacles, just like how Kingdom Hearts has zippers.
Pretty much.
And then, but the glass is the most ornate, I would say. It's got a lot more detail and bits and pieces to it. Like there's chainmail underneath, and there's leather work, and there's the regular glass, and then there's the metal work, and then there's things carved into it. Whereas like the bone armor is like it's bone, it's pretty straightforward, and then the demon armor, it has a lot of cool stuff on it, but it's mostly black and red, so you don't see
you as much as detail as there might be on it, you don't see it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, me personally, halfway through the game, I just started running around naked and punching things. But
yeah. I mean, you do get kind of powerful, even if you don't even try in that game.
Yeah. Like, I borrowed it from an old friend of mine, and he was like, "Hey, you should play this." And throughout all of my senior year, all I was doing was going around naked and punching things. He's like, "You're dying." No, I'm not. I'm punching. But you could use magic punching.
Punching. Jax likes punching.
This is the game where I can go around punching dragons. The most glorious thing to punch.
I just pretend that I'm either Legolas or Hawkeye when I play that, because I just use a bow and everything dies.
Oh man. I usually go with a two-handed weapon, and I just beat stuff into the ground.
You just swing and watch people go flying.
Yeah, it's usually like 2 or 3 hits and they're gone. I just have to get to them, which is sometimes a difficult part.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I actually should.
Oh, good.
I was about to say I need to respec my character because.
What do you mean respec? It's you're godlike no matter what you do. It just gets harder to get more skill points towards the end.
No, because the goal I wanted to do by the end of the game was to just one shot with a bow, but eventually I just started doing a lot of two-handed weapon stuff because technically your fists are 2 hands.
With this character, I speed run right into the armor, so I took up alchemy to get the shit ton of money you need for all the ingots and stuff, and then I bought a ton of ingots from all the cities and just fast traveled and gathered them.
Why did you just turn daggers into currency?
You can sell the daggers back, but you don't make nearly as much. Never.
No, there's an enchantment that you can do that it's the most expensive enchantment in the game.
I'll do that next. I'll learn enchantments next. But first, I have to buy the the stuff, the materials.
Pretty well. Like I said, that's how I got most of my money and how I pretty much the entire game. I just collect daggers and enchant the crap out of them.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. In fact, I was looking at the way they can add expansions and mods and all this stuff and different. Even though it's an old game, you can just add different textures to it, and it's just like it's like as good as graphics as any game you can get in the ever. What's
like Thomas the Train Dragon?
Oh yeah, that's horrifying. I just saw a video. I don't.
So what?
Yeah, it's horrifying. I'll put a link for that. I will definitely put a link for Thomas. So what it does is the mod replaces dragons with Thomas the Train.
So it's just strange.
So
You're fighting flying Thomas the Engine.
yes,
That breathes fire.
it breathes fire.
Oh my sweet God, no!
And-
God, no!
You might find it hilarious, but the first time you shit yourself, when you hear toot toot, a lot of levity of what is going on here.
We killed him.
I'm just trying to imagine Thomas.
You're like running along, gathering flowers, killing elk,
Choo-choo.
and pause, and you realize you're screwed.
Like out of nowhere. Like, wait, what? Is that a trade?
Because the mod also makes it way more dangerous.
Because it's Thomas the Engine.
He does not play around.
You let Thomas off the tracks. Now it is time for you to die.
Yep.
I'm looking this up. I don't even care. I need to see this for myself. I need to see this for myself.
But you can replace all the textures, all the graphics with all the moderation. You get unlimited content. Not that there isn't 100 billion hours of content, which isn't. I think I've spent like 25 hours, and I really have not done any quests. It's just me screwing around gathering flowers and butterflies and crap for alchemy. I'm the Dragonborn.
Screw me, the Dragonborn. I'm Thomas the Train.
Like, yeah, it's pretty sad. Like, I've done probably, like, even with all the expansions, like, I've probably done the vast majority of everything in the game, and like, I think my hours are over 100. I think I'm like at 120 or something. Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh man, I think most of my gameplay is actually me picking flowers and catching butterflies.
All of my gameplay was to get that stupid enchantment so I can turn frickin' daggers into currency.
No, mine. I didn't do the. I didn't do anything. I didn't care about the money. Mine was the. I had to do the leveling hack where it was like you learn. You have to do something to learn telekinesis. Then you just sit there and just hold something in the air forever, and you just level up.
What?
I did not know this thing.
Wow,
It's a pain in the. It's hard work to get there though, because you have to like train in like your magic class, because you can't get telekinesis until it's like a middle to advanced like level spell of what I think it's like the conjuration tree, and it's or illusion I think, but it's like, so you have to do all the work to get there, but then once you get it, you just like go into a house, grab a jug and just float it there forever and like rubber band the controller, like the trigger down, and then walk away.
Oh man, I didn't know that. Well, the thing, we're not going into the bugs of that game because the thing's got creepy crawlies everywhere.
Yeah, bugs. Spiders.
Yeah, spiders.
Spiders are creepy.
Oh man.
Oh no, as I'm watching this video and I just heard toot toot, and I'm happy. Toot toot, motherfucker, toot toot.
Oh man.
Please tell me Thomas the Engine's gonna fall out the sky. That's all I want.
What is it? Seneca was talking, or my wife was talking about playing Skyrim. I'm like, you wouldn't. No, spiders. You could deal. There's no way you could deal with. She would just flip out and like spaz out with the controls. And like you crazily try to attack and probably, I guess Lydia would save her butt because Lydia is amazing.
It was so funny too in that game though, because they're like the most useless enemies, but they always scared the shit out of me. Was the rats?
Oh yeah, because they're really hard to spot.
You never see them,
Yeah.
and then you just be like creeping along or whatever through a cave or a dungeon or something, and then all of a sudden, right in your screen, you're just like, "Brah!" And a rat would jump at you, and you're like, ah!
Oh man.
Curse you, rat! And then I would fire it.
Yeah. And then you look at it and it dies, but it still scares. It's like that was its only life goal was to scare you, and then it's like I can die happy.
It really doesn't make that much noise like wolves do when they're coming up on you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or bears. I hear that bear growl, and I'm just like, go away.
Go.
I'm gonna run away now. Oh, that's another funny one. Have you guys seen that Flash animation, the Dova bear?
Oh yeah.
That's so funny.
It just goes around the world.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh God, why? Okay, I need to stop watching this one. I'm just gonna start laughing hysterically.
This is why I save these things for commercial breaks.
Why did you tell me about this? Now I'm pissed that I only play on 360.
Oh.
I want to fight Thomas the Engine.
Everything's better on PC. Oh, Jax,
Everything's more hackable on PC.
Jax, did you know there's custom models and skins and armor that you may be interested in? You could look those up. Children, don't look those up. Jax, you should look those up.
No, all I know is Hulk Hogan. Shut up. That was the only mod that I knew about for the longest time.
Okay, don't look those up, children. They're only for Jax's.
That's slightly terrifying in its own right.
Oh man. So yeah, I've been drafting up glass armor, and then I actually cut out some of it today. Is my hot knife going? My hot knife is plugged in right now. Yeah, I should really do that.
Just touch it, you'll find out.
No, you don't touch hot knives. They don't like being touchies. No.
I know. I've had my fun times of my finger slipping and touching like the rim on the like ah.
Oh man. I cut a fairly decent gouge in my thigh, and I didn't bleed. It cauterized the wound.
Well, yeah, because it cauterizes the wound.
So, well, boy, that thing hurt when it was when the scab formed, right? And then it's because it's all cooked meat. it hurts a lot more than like a regular wound.
Yeah.
Oh man, like as it's healing. Oh man. Oh well. So, Chris, what have you been making?
Well, I am kind of going back to how earlier I was talking about the company. I'm making an kind of like it's Loki, so it's not really like an original character, but it's an original design of my own for him. So I'm making my own like armor pieces, and I'm gonna with the waifu, I'm gonna get help and have like make like different robes and a cape and shit, and have my own costume that's not Marvel.
Because I know you wear that a lot, so you're kind of known for it at least at this point, and you have the hair for it. Yeah.
And it also kind of, like I said, the reason why I brought it up because of the company, so that if I end up making anything like having a commercial or a video or anything like that, I'm not gonna have Marvel or Disney Studios be like cease and desist for character likeness.
Oh, they're not fun people.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna open that can of worms.
Oh man.
You're not summoning the Uber bench at that point.
Yeah, bringing a lot of attention to yourself when you do that is not always good. Oh well, that's fine.
Yeah. But that's my current project right now. Other than that, since the former plans for Anmk got wiped, that's just pretty much just doing that. Hopefully, maybe I'll have that made by like ASIN or something, so I can trot around in it.
Is that a secret thing, or what is? Is that a secret thing? That project you're working on for?
No, I mean I've been posting some pictures up on my Facebook of me working on the armor pieces because I was very proud of myself now that I've been working with the wonderful Warbler.
Oh, well, I thought that group was different than the Loki group. Oh, never mind. So the project for Anmk, Anime Milwaukee, was the Loki armor.
No, that was the the League of Legends, the Warwick outfit.
Oh yeah,
That's what
okay.
I was gonna have for Anmk, but since I've kind of let that go, so there's really nothing. There's really nothing that I have like. I gotta do it like all week. Like it's just kind of whatever I want to work on. So that just happens to be what I'm working on.
We're working, not sleep, not great.
Yeah.
For
You know, wake up, work on cosplay. You know, one day a week I gotta feed my reptiles, then get food at some point every day. Blah blah blah. I live such an exciting life.
Oh man, we live such exciting life.
Yeah.
Like
You know, I mean,
We live
I wake up-
We live exciting lives 3 days out of the week, sometimes, depending.
maybe
yeah.
like 5 weekends out of the week, we have the most amazing adventures. Otherwise, we're doing something incredibly mundane.
or boring or shit, or
Oh man.
Stone's Fire.
Oh.
Which reminds me, I do need to finish my Carlos cosplay.
Carlos from what?
Welcome to Night Vale.
Okay. Oh yeah. Because that was pretty popular. I don't know if is it still quite as popular? I haven't really heard anything new from that.
Again, they're going to DashCon, so
Oh yeah. That's the one we want to go to, or hopefully get a panels.
yeah.
Wow.
I'm doing it for like 2 different Cecils, but
Yeah?
because there's 2 people that really want that. No, they're doing Cecil already, but they need a Carlos, and I'm like, I'm doing Carlos, and I know both of you, so
Gotcha. I think
yeah.
you had some MDF in your room for a very special purpose. Is that a
Oh,
secret?
there's so many things I can use with the MDF.
Well,
The anchor. The anchor and like a couple of keys here and there.
no, you
but I
said a sword, a blood sword.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got ridiculously bored, and I was like, hey, I want to build this, so I'm gonna build it.
What are you gonna?
What?
I don't. Oh no.
Blood sword across the boundary.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool sword.
Yeah. I like it because it's okay. It has no distinct shape besides, like, she has one that she, like, her go-to shape, but the way she describes it is it doesn't have a very specific size because it depends on how much blood she puts into it. So it's freaking Goku's staff from Journey to the West or friggin' Dragon Ball Z, whichever. But I'm gonna build a couple here and there, just at different sizes out of different materials, just to see how it looks. I thought about making one out of acrylic.
Yeah. The acrylic is nice. That's the way I'd go, but it's pretty tough.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to do it out of that material because I have an abundance of it, so I might as well give it a shot. Plus, I know sanding's going to be a nightmare.
Oh yeah, sanding. Well, with the MDF, it would be great because MDF takes really well to sanding.
Yeah. But the question is, what if I make it out of acrylic? Well, if I make it out of acrylic, I can stain it red.
Yeah, you can stain it. There's the dipping staining method.
Yeah.
What is it? But there's a trick for I was going to use my glass armor, which is a base coat of whatever color I'm working with, which is going to be green in this case. Then a metallic mix, then triple thick varnish, and then put some striations in there of like dry brushing of the metallic again, and then about 3 layers of triple thick varnish, and it looks like gem quality awesomeness. And I think that would look amazing, or at least it'd be really good for that blood sword.
Yeah.
If you're
I'll
doing
give it a
MDF.
Yeah. I mean, I can do it with MDF too, because...
Well, that's what I mean for the MDF. It would do a really good job.
I might have to get some triple thick next paycheck then.
Because you saw my Frieza helmet that I'm I made that Frieza helmet for I forget what her name is, but that was done that way.
Okay.
Raw.
But yeah. Alright, I'll give it a shot, because there's so many things I want to do with this sword, but at the same time,
that sword is really cool.
once I ship out this sword to my friend, he lives in a different state, and I don't feel like driving there.
She used to live right next to me. I'm sad.
I know.
She was my friends.
The dominant
Oh
one.
well.
Yeah.
This future, when you come out of this door, he's
All right. Well, it's been about an hour. Let's take a little commercial break, okay? And
Okay.
some water and such.
Okay.
We will be back with an announcement from our schizophrenic sponsors. Oh boy.
Hello, sit down. Do you feel like your life is just too normal? Well, that's because you're boring, and we can't really help what you are. But at Supernatural Hotlines, we can help you attract all the weird you ever wanted and more. Want a giant monster to attack your town? Want a harem of sexy aliens to live with you for a week or two? We cover all the events you could ever wish for. Trying to impress that date tonight? Call us, and we can have a hero scenario ready within moments for a small fee. Here at Supernatural Hotlines, we do our very best to make all your wishes come true.
Supernatural Hotlines is not liable for your safety during scenarios.
Jax is back, and he told us about his love affair with a fish sandwich.
Yes.
That was
Okay, number one, it was not an affair. It kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It was not an affair. It was all consensual. It was a poly moment. It was okay.
The best part is that he's playing along with me just making up crap.
Yeah.
Okay, my brain is on poop right now, so I don't know what's going on.
I know you were eating your Euro sandwich, which I wanted to try when I was, but we didn't do that.
Because Seneca is, like, traumatized from them.
It's like what, $6, and it's a huge amount of food. It's a real good deal.
It's like a burger wrapped in happy.
Burgers are already wrapped in happy, and if they're
Yeah,
not
that's called
already,
grease.
and then if they're wrapped in happy, they're also wrapped in bacon, which is super happy.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can get a bacon Euro burger.
Really?
Hopefully. Probably.
Probably. Oh man.
You could ask. I mean, I don't think they care.
Oh man. So I think I had forgot to mention stuff, but we'll say it later with what we're doing because we're always doing 100 billion things. But what is it? We're the material of the week, right? Material of the week.
Yeah.
So since our friend here has been exposed to the wonder and glory that is Warbler,
Oh.
Brendan?
what do you think of it?
Oh, it is amazing.
Ah.
It is amazing. It like with just a heat gun and a hot knife, you can do so much.
Oh.
It's like it's blown me away. Like I've, you know, it's
really quick.
It's quick. It's quick to work with or slow depending on if you want to have more time to work with it. You know, you heat it up a little bit more so that it takes a little longer to cool down. But you know, it's nice and quick to work with, which is great for me because I'm fast paced usually when I'm working. So the fact that I can heat it up, move it, and it'll cool really quick and harden, and you know, take its shape is nice.
So
You know, and then you can very easily hot knife it. You know, if you want to cut out any designs, you can layer it to make designs, so you can cut out little things.
or wait,
The fact that you know, even all the little even little scraps are totally usable.
yeah, you can ball them up and use them as filler at the very least.
Yep. I mean,
Oh,
and
man.
then and the fact that it's sandable too, of course, is amazing.
Yeah, I guess. What is it? You have a hot knife right now. Wait, you have the brass head on it. Is that what you're using right now? Or you?
It
copper?
has a brass base, but the actual knife itself is just like a regular X-Acto
Okay.
knife.
So I'm going to very strongly advise that you go buy a steel head. They're like, for two of them, it's like $5. So if you've never worked with like a brass, those other wood burning tools,
Well, it's actually that one we kind of
or copper, it could be copper.
yeah the link you sent me about the one person who was working on the head thing. It's actually the exact same hot knife, like the exact same one that's in the pictures.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Well, I meant to talk. Well, okay. We skipped something, so we included it in the Warbler.
Which technically fits because it's Warbler.
There's Warbler.
I knew you missed something.
Okay, so, those hot knives, right? They have the twist-on heads. You can replace them, and they come with a copper head or a brass head. For exactly, depends on the model, right? The problem is it's gonna heat up and cool down, and it's gonna flake off. There's a name for what happens, but
Oxidation.
yeah, it's gonna age, and it's gonna slowly wear away. That's really, really bad because it's basically a blade that will very likely snap off because when you're cutting through it, you apply pressure, and over time that pressure is gonna bend the little screw thing that's in the base of the hot knife, the attachment, right?
Yeah.
So once that breaks off, you're gonna end up with a blade that's no longer usable, obviously. But what really sucks is that little screw piece is gonna be stuck in the handle. You can't get it out.
And then then it's just bad.
You gotta get a new hot knife. So go buy a steel replacement head.
Okay.
They will last you forever. I think it's like 2 for $5 as far as the one we bought. And I have bought 4 maybe 6 in my entire life. And I know I've got a fresh pack, a completely unopened pack. And you know how much I use those things for plastics and everything else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So get the steel one. It's totally worth the $5 not to have to go buy another $20 hot knife or $15 hot knife.
Yeah.
And it'll last you for forever.
I have about 3 of them just kind of sitting around, packs anyway. I'd barely gone through my first one.
Yeah, I think we gave Jax one just because
Didn't you go to buy one off of eBay?
Oh, okay. But yeah, they're definitely worth investing in if you have a hot tool. It's like a soldering iron. You replace the tip on or wood burning tool.
Asterisk.
Yeah, and okay. So I don't know if people watching this have watched me use Wonderflex, and or Warbler. I use all of them in the same category. I use it mostly in trim. I don't usually do full armor with them because it's very expensive. Like, how much was yours?
It's the biggest sheet they sell it's something like, I forget the actual inches size.
It's about a square meter.
Yeah, it's like something like 3 by 5 feet, and it was like it's like $80.
Yeah, that's pretty. It's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
I think it may be the most expensive sheet material that cosplayers commonly use.
Yeah, it's 40 inches by 60 inches.
40 by 7.
The fact that people are making full armor out of this stuff is scary.
Yeah, so I think it's actually like a cubic yard and a half, I think.
Something like that. But I mean, the main. I mean, it's expensive, but like,
It's
if
amazing.
you think about, if you think about it, like, this is the way I think about it.
Huh.
Like, you've got this stuff and making like a full suit of armor about it. It's not. It's like the chances that you're gonna break it and screw it over are so much like.
Unless you overheat it to hell and just like mess it up.
Well, yeah, unless you're doing something when you're making it, like, it's almost like what was it? There's actually a good book, like, the people, I forget where they're from, but they have a 40-page like book that you can download for like $5 to a PDF, and it talks all about working with Warble and making the full suits of armor and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a full suit of armor that she's had for 10 years, and it still practically looks brand new, and she's, it's seen like 20 conventions.
What I really do like about Warble is it takes a beating because it's flexible. It's rigid enough to hold the shape, but it's still flexible. It just takes a beating.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I use it a lot of time on claws, like things are claws or toe guards or whatever is gonna be down, touching shit.
Yeah. Things that catch a lot of movement.
Yeah. Things that are a
But
lot.
it has quality.
Yeah. I don't know. I at least gave you some Jax, right? You've played with it.
I played with it, but you've never given me any.
I love you, Jax, but not
It's expensive.
like $9 a yard. That's pretty expensive. I don't love you that much, Jax.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So when I worked with it, it was actually it's kind of a weird story, but the way I got it wasn't. I didn't buy it off the site.
Uh-huh.
There was a guy selling it at Swap-A-Raw, like a flea market, fairly close to me.
Oh, that's
And
crazy.
he for cheap, so.
Because I walked that in because I've obviously have searched out. I know where. Okay, spoilers. I know how it's made, who makes it, what it's made from, all those details. But I'm not going to go into that today. So I went into plastic manufacturers, and the regular distributors have no idea what it is. You have to go to a manufacturer usually for them to figure out what it is. Or you can look up shoe apparel. Never mind. Anyway, that's crazy. Don't worry about it. So, yeah. No, hint, nudge, nudge, shoe apparel. Anyway, it's really good stuff. Are you using the double foam technique or the double warble of foam technique?
Yeah.
I am for like the thicker pieces, like the actual like armor, like the actual big pieces of armor. But then I just use like the just the base, just for so that it holds its shape a lot more. And then, but then for like all the details and everything, I just
Layering it right.
the warble. I don't put any foam underneath that.
That's really awesome how you can just heat it and stick it right on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you have like for me, like I have a design on like an arm guard on a bracer, and all I did was cut the design out flat, lay it on top of the already curved armor, and then just heat it, and then it just it just forms and sticks to the regular piece. So there's like it's a no-brainer.
A lot of stuff won't really adhere very well to ununiform surfaces. So once it's already, like, say you make a piece of armor like you did, and you try to stick something else on there, it'd be a little more difficult to get that shape to hold without filler glues, or you know what I mean, or because a lot of times they won't get a lot of surface contact, and I don't know how you would maybe screw it in. I don't know. It depends on something.
Yeah, it'd be a lot more difficult. And the other thing I like about the hot knife specifically is that it comes with a whole bunch of like just the wood burning tools, and those actually make pretty interesting like texture marks and specific like things like on top of it.
Absolutely, yeah. Wait, so with the Warbler you got it with the hot knife too? It was a package? Or... Yeah,
no, it was a hot knife, but it came with all the little screwy heads that are on the top. A lot of them are wood burning tools too.
Oh wait, I thought.
Of course, because you might have the same one I have.
What I mean is, the hot knife didn't come with the Warbler. You bought it separately, right?
Oh yeah. That was the hot knife. It was really hot knife was only like $20, and it was at like a Joann's.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the one I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume
it would have been cheaper at Home Depot.
Yeah, well.
I think in most cases, if you
I had to go to Depot to buy the heat gun, so
like in most cases the craft stores have a equivalent, but it's much more. If you can find it, like I got a lot of my glue for like I got a gallon of Elmer glue for $11. Which you can't beat, because at the fabric stores it would have been like $5 for a pint.
Oh yeah.
I must be cheaper and efficient and don't waste money, and I'm crazy. Don't worry with me. I'm like, when I do things, I try and get the most effective use out of my material. Warbler and Wonderflex are really great, but are they good enough for me to justify spending that much money on a whole set? Personally, I got some experience with other materials, so if I can use them, I will. Like, even my plastic, and you guys know I love my PVC. If it's a flat surface, right? If it's, a sword that's just perfectly flat, or a detail that's perfectly flat, I won't bother using plastic because it has no benefit. The benefit of plastic is when you can shape it and curve it,
Yeah.
So I'll use, MDF because MDF is cheaper.
MDF.
It's cheaper. Also stronger too. MDF tends to be stronger.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. When I was when I was starting out, I went through like I guess phases. Like you know how you go through teenagers like, oh, it's just a phase. You know.
Yeah.
Like there were things I would just make out of whatever material I thought was really cool at the time. And maybe they weren't. In retrospect, maybe they weren't the best idea. Like I made Lizard Man from was it Soul Calibur? Yeah, Soul Calibur out of floor vinyl. Where it looked really like a reptile, but it was the hottest thing you ever do. Oh my god. And it stuck right to my skin. I couldn't even get out of the thing. And then that's where I destroyed the sewing machine because that was the best plan ever. Oh man. And then I learned about a chicken wire and did the angel arm, and that of course, like, if you don't use chicken wire, if you don't clean it up right, it has all these like wires that stick out, right?
Yeah.
And
Well, the shit out of yourself.
I scratched the crap out of myself with sticking my arm in there. Yeah, just messed myself up. And then PVC pipe, I thought it was amazing for like structural things. But it took me a long time to actually make PVC pipe reasonably strong and weight at the same time. I don't know. But what I'm getting at is, a lot of people will just jump right into Warbler without thinking about other material options which might be more effective. I'm not saying that's bad, but in my
Research.
yeah, it's something you have to grow into. I think probably.
For me, I mean, because I've kind of tried a lot of other things. Like I haven't tried a lot of the plastics and whatnot. But for me, the reason why I really decided to jump into this was because there's very little like I don't know if risk would be the right word to use, but it's just like, you know, with certain materials and certain mediums, if you screw up, there's kind of no saving it.
Yeah, like,
Exactly. Like, I use wood for the... Ironically, that's why I love wood, because you get it right or you don't get it right.
Yeah. I mean, that's what wood. I mean, you screw up with the saw on one cut and your sword gets cut in half.
yeah, that's the So
I
wood
mean,
is
and
really.
you can of course try to screw or nail the pieces together, but then you have to worry about covering up the holes and the yada yada yada.
And there's relatively little risk with that. I mean, the only thing I would worry, like the obvious risk with Warbula is that it's going to melt on you one day, and hopefully that foamy layer in there keeps it from losing all structural integrity. And you also don't want to leave it anywhere warm because it gets sticky and it'll stick to whatever is around. You know, even if it's in a safe spot, it'll stick to, and you'll have to repair that whatever it sticks to. But otherwise, it's pretty safe. It takes condoms like a pro. You can actually cut off whole sections and re-stick them on if you really want to be really extreme. You could literally zombify a costume and then fix it back, and probably no one would ever know. Yeah, with PVC or plastic or Centra, it's called some places. I forget it is. Yeah, it's better for sheet material. It's good for like sheet armor, but if it breaks, it's pretty much that crack is noticeable. It's not really savable. Which is why even in my like full sheet armor, like a traditional Western European armor, I'll use the toes and I'll make them out of Warbler because that's the first thing that's going to break on that armor is the toes. And I can if I send it off to somebody, there's no way they're going to send it back to me, even if it's broken, So I want to make sure that it stays around. Yeah.
Like, you want to put something that's designed to be fixable on the places that you know is going to break.
Yeah, yeah. I love it's what I usually use it for because I'm cheap as hell. Is I do all the detail and the trim and the fancy stuff with it. Totally, like you said, you layer it over, right? I do
Yeah.
exactly the same thing because it'll stick. It'll stick to wood. It'll stick to plastics. Okay, you maybe want to texture the plastic a little bit and make it stick better, but all those little things that are a total bitch to cut out with your hot knife or your stencil or whatever, you can just cut out like a little strip of Warble or Wonderflex and then curly cue it into position with relatively little difficulty.
Yep.
And it's...
See,
Go ahead.
no, I was about to say. So that's kind of what I'm at right now, because ironically, throughout this entire thing that we're doing right now, someone asked me to make a rapier, and I'm just looking at all the details. I'm like, yeah, Warbler. Just, yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm actually going to say I need Warbler for this. Because I could do it with a glue gun, but that's the other method a lot of people use for details, like glue, like hot glue, which works, but
Like,
you need a steady hand. You need a steady hand and a really good glue gun for that.
like, what is it? I showed the link of the cool cosplay thing I saw is of these horns and a head plate, and I think maybe even some hands, but I don't think they show it. And they're these horns that are complex shape. It's really hard, and they're hollow too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be hard. Like if you resin cast it, resin casting takes a lot of time. There's a lot of materials and there's a lot of bullshit you have to go through. This is relatively simple to get done. Or in comparison to doing resin casting, I should say. You know.
Yeah.
And all those details were simply cut out with a hot knife. You didn't have to go in with a Dremel or a heavy tool and pray to God you didn't scratch the surface. Like even if I did it in plastic, which I could have done all this in plastic, but I don't know if any the chances. That's me personally. But yeah,
I've been asked before because I'll post updates on stuff I'm working on. People will ask, "Oh, are you going to resin cast?" I'm like, "No, it's long enough as is. This is the one and only copy."
yeah,
No.
but it's really good for all those little details. I think she reinforced at least the faceplate, right? With foamies.
Yeah.
And it paints up real nice. Maybe you want to finish up the texture that Warbler has. It's kind of got a skin texture. I don't know how would you describe that texture?
It's woody.
Woody. Okay.
It's
Organic.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the best way to describe it is, those organic fruit roll-ups.
I keep saying organic.
Yeah, not the brand name fruit roll-ups, the organic ones, the really thick fruit roll-ups. They're made of actual apple. Like if you've ever eaten one of those, it's a lot like that.
They're delicious.
I don't know. Would you agree, Chris? I don't. That's my personal.
That is a good it does to me it's or if you've ever actually touched or whoever's listening is like what's it, not compost but compressed wood, like any kind of plywood that's the really smooth
board.
But it has it's got that bit of texture to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think is.
Yeah, that's easily worked around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. The price frustrates me because I am. It could potentially be considerably cheaper.
It could be.
Like the reason why Wonderflex is so expensive is because it's made in, I believe, Maryland. Or it's made in the United States, right? And it's made out of a factory. And all the machinery went in there. And I could see all the costs going behind it. Warbler was originally in Germany, and then there was a Chinese manufacturer afterwards. And then I believe, don't quote me on this because I don't know the ins and outs of all of it. The company is then shipping the Chinese manufactured Warbler to the United States. And the price may have risen to match inexplicably exactly the same price range as Wonderflex. Which is a bit frustrating for me, I think. I don't know about you guys.
Well, you know.
Oh well, but that's the market. You can't, it's the market price. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Hey, I mean, it's kind of like it's the product too. I mean, they're just like, well, we're gonna raise our price because we know you want it.
It's totally worth it still, even with the price. It's like nothing that I know of that is mass produced and available in America. It does kind of what it does.
Yeah.
Read into those particular conditions as you will.
I mean, if you have a one-of-a-kind object that everybody wants to use, then heck yeah, I'm going to raise the price of the champion.
I'm really hoping for some other Chinese manufacturer to go, wait, you're selling this shit to people in the United States for this much profit margin, and undercut them really hard. Oh, man.
It's bound to happen. I mean...
Yeah,
when you have a monopoly on someone's going to make a copy.
China's usually pretty good about this. I'm surprised it hasn't happened already.
It probably because we just haven't caught wind of it yet.
That could be. Oh, or maybe they just don't have a distributor that's willing to do business with them. I don't know. Yeah. Well, it's all weird stuff and stuff we can only speculate on and so on. Oh well.
Expect.
I don't know. Have you gotten a chance to play with? Well, if you like Warbler, you might want to try Wonderflex. It's more sturdy. It's a sturdier material, and it costs about the same amount. Magically, for some reason. But
it has a little bit more of a rougher edge, though. To be fair.
Oh no, there's the smooth Wonderflex, so you get a better texture. It's a less woody texture.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So they have the smooth version of Wonderflex, which is very nice. Mm-hmm. So you made the shin armor and I believe arm or bracers.
Well, yeah, I've been trying one of each. Instead of making both arms, I made a bracer, I've made a shin guard, an armband, and I'm working on a helmet right now actually.
Okay. Yeah. It makes especially if you're working with with foam maybe underneath or something, it will really strengthen that foam so that it doesn't break up, which is a huge problem you have with those headdresses. They get really heavy.
Oh yeah.
Or they're light and you're worried about running through doorways and they're completely gone.
Yeah, it's I've been using the foam. I mean, and that's the thing too is for how sturdy it is. Even when you're adding the foam to it, it still weighs nothing. It has no weight. It's totally that's my favorite thing about it is that even with the layers upon layers of Warbler and a sheet of foam in the middle of it, it's nothing. There's no fatigue to having it on.
Because man, those fiberglass armor sets, woo boy.
That has so much sellability because you have all these girls that weigh about the same as a small squirrel, and they are wearing frickin' Galactica armor.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but once you get past a 1/4 inch on that fiberglass, I've had enough of that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I would make an armor out of wood if I found a way, or if I started building. Both options work.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't gut check at someone in Warbler armor. In fiberglass, that would definitely be something. Or they would take a lot. Fiberglass is pretty resilient. Assuming it's not. I think I've seen a couple things of fiberglass crack, but it's only because it's about 1 millimeter thicker, which is not. You want it thicker than that. Yeah.
Now, okay. So this might be tying in a little bit later.
Mm.
So, alright, so let's say, which one would you make an armor out of more? Well, actually, no, I'll save this one for the Q&A because...
Yeah, okay. Okay, we'll save that. We'll save that for Q&A.
Q&A for Wonderful Legend Warbler. So.
Yeah, right. Where did you buy your Warbler from? Do you remember what site exactly it was?
It was, I think it was just Cosplay Supplies.
Okay, I think that's that's really common. Or I think there's like a...
Yeah, there's really there's only 3 that actually are American U.S. warehouses.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see, where's the I have the list. Yeah, there's just warbler.com, which will actually redirect you to cosplaysupplies.com, and then there's Yaya Han's website where I guess she's third parties them or something. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure she's like a spokesperson. I think she's probably getting. I hope she's getting a cut of all that. Whatever time it goes.
I would assume so. You're popular, sell our stuff.
Yeah, that's a smart way to go about it.
Yeah, I mean, but there's and those are the only 3 that I guess are actually in the U.S. And then there's what is this? 8 of them that are in Europe and 1 in Australia.
Ooh, that's gonna be rough. Well, I guess they're well, I don't think the cosplay community is as developed or as popular in America, Australia.
From what I've seen, because I actually have a few down under pen pals or people that I talk to, and it is really big, but it's unlike here where it's we can do this 15 times a year. Mm-hmm. They're they only have that one time, 1 or 2 times a year in their area where they might have a con or some place to wear their stuff, so they get all that energy into one big hurrah.
Wait.
What?
Whereas some of my friends in Brazil are oh, we do this every once in a while. I don't actually know what the Brazilian convention scene looks like anymore.
It's pretty awesome. Brazilian stuff is crazy good.
Yeah, because I miss my Rangiku, man. I need to get back in contact with her.
Oh, okay.
She was supposed to come to the U.S. She was one of the best Rangikus I knew. I miss her. He tried teaching me different languages. We know how that worked out.
No, he doesn't even know English. I didn't even speak another language. Nope, you didn't take that one, Jax. Damn it.
Do you really want me to prove you wrong?
No, I'm good. I don't really care. No one cares about you, Jax. You're on love.
I am a polyglot. Do not try me.
Oh, Jesus.
But I don't know. I tend to run through it fairly quickly. It's really easy for me to say, oh, I don't really feel like doing the work to make this out of something else and just do it out of Warbler because it's just easier. Even though it costs way more, I'm just fuck it, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've done the final foam thing with several things, but no, not final. Warbler over foam. What am I talking about? I don't know.
You're talking about candy.
Yeah, the book has the warble over the face because it picked up all the detail of the face. Yeah, it's considerably stronger than the foam underneath, that's for sure.
Lol.
Oh well. I don't know.
What?
I don't know how much more we could say about Warbler.
Really?
Good
material.
It's waterproof, maybe. It's expensive. Yeah. Careful of heat, people. Careful of heat. It's a very low melting temperature.
And for people like me, it is not edible.
I think you can eat it, actually.
You cannot.
Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't. I should not have said that. You should never eat things bad for you because then you might get angry at me.
I can laugh at you because you were crazy enough to actually fall for that one. Do not eat, guys. Don't eat Warbler. No, just don't.
I might eat something. No, don't do that. Bad times.
I mean, I can because I have stomach of a firing furnace, but you cannot.
The wild yetis are known to eat random garbage from the roadsides.
I'm just gonna hit you. Like, next time I see you, I'm gonna get a double cheeseburger, make it look pretty, and then put it in front of you. You're like, oh, is this for me? And I'm gonna smash it with a sledgehammer in front of your very eyes.
You're just mad because I got a double cheeseburger that I did not eat, and I had it out there in front of you for like half an hour.
And you just kept making me look at it, and I'm just staring at this thing like, are you gonna eat it? What is wrong with you? How do you get filled on fries?
Jax, I'm half your size. Okay. That means I probably eat half as much food as you.
Nope. If Seneca can eat with me and be fine, then someone that is half of my size can eat at least doubly.
All right, we're gonna go to the Chinese buffet and we're gonna have ourselves a fun time. Because if it's a scenario where I can eat all I want for the amount of money, I will take upon that duty and destroy my lower colon.
Or you can get what happened to me, where they'll just randomly scream. It's all you can eat, not eat all you can.
Oh man! Wait, I don't. Wait, never mind. Anyway, we're losing train of thoughts. The train is.
We had a train of thought.
Yeah, the train like
Thomas the engine
is
came from the sky
breathing fire upon our brains.
and going toot toot, motherfucker, toot toot.
Oh man, I'm gonna watch that video too because it's such a great video. Have you seen it, Chris?
Yes.
Like out of nowhere, I'm gonna execute you, toot toot. What the heck was that? That was like the most legitimate question. Like if you heard a dragon roar, you could at least question if it was a bear. And you're like, okay, that I can accept that. No, toot toot in a medieval setting is the most validated question of all times. Like, what the fuck was that?
Alright, we're gonna take a break and regain composure to not crazy levels. And please buy stuff from our schizophrenic people that we made up. And I don't think you can actually buy anything from them, can you? Can you? Maybe.
I don't know. Shoot. Do we make plushies yet?
No, we don't make lolies either. I don't remember being in a car wash anytime soon.
No. We don't make the lolies. We just buy them from the Emporium.
Oh, yeah, the Great Emporium. Oh.
Yeah, we just buy them.
We should go to that car wash. I need to clean my mech.
Throw money at the random commercials that you are about to hear.
Yes.
Alright, see you guys.
You're a badass with a cold shoulder? Come to Slag Shoulder Lily Emporium. We have all kinds of lollies for you to choose from. We got big lollies, small lollies, lollies. Yeah, guys, that's the thing. We have so many lollies for you to choose from. We are having a sale this week. Buy one, get two free. To make your badass enough to handle more than one, come to Slag Shoulder Lily Emporium off the corner of Sunset and Never.
Here, back. Yes. Okay, so what did we all do in the break? Don't tell him. It was a trap. Don't tell him.
Trap question.
Yeah. Yes. Secret.
I
thing.
drank root beer, which is true.
Yes. Well, we can assume that at least something during your day involves root beer.
Yes.
Which is right now.
Chris, is there any kind of particular thing you might be as enamored to as Jax is to root beer? Like, I quite enjoy candy, but it doesn't absorb my soul. It does absorb my soul.
Not in particularly. Like, I mean, I just ended up giving up soda. I decided to do that whole thing, like to give up soda and only drink like tea and water and stuff, because I was like, maybe I can lose a little bit of this like mid-20s pudge that I have now.
No, but you're never going to lose it.
I'm thinking that now. Thank you very much for concreting that into my brain. But
yay!
Getting older.
Yeah. But that's really all I've done. Like I don't really have like a food. Yes, actually, no, I do. You're right. I don't have it every day, of course, because that would just be asinine. But as much as he loves root beer, I love eating at Chipotle.
Oh, okay. It's good stuff with the burritos. Wait, Chipotle's burritos. Yes. They have good burritos.
There we go. That's my one.
You like the burrito bowls? Those are my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Actually, for like the price is like $5 for a pretty good amount of food.
Oh yeah.
Hey, were we supposed to be talking about? Oh yeah, we're supposed to be talking about cosplay stuff. Maybe at least closer related.
Right.
Oh well. So we're on the throwback section of this panel. No, wait. Podcast. What does throwbacks mean?
It's the same thing.
What does throwbacks? What does throwback mean? Does it mean you're gonna start throwing things, Jack, because you're 10?
Throw jacks. Throw jacks.
I should probably throw a ham right now. I mean, there is a thing of ham next to me.
Okay,
I'll
we're
throw
gonna know
that.
why he has ham in his room. Oh
Don't
yeah, the fridge is
question
over
other-
there. I forgot. Yeah,
You don't question Sasquatch.
You don't want to question what's in the fridge, though, because that's my hazmat fridge.
Oh, well, then you got the 2 fridges because you got the fridge over the weekend.
Yeah, and then I have my hazmat fridge.
Ah,
For all his experiments and
chemicals, mostly chemicals.
things that should not
Also
be named on a
chemical.
public media.
Oh man.
Yeah, we don't talk what's in that refrigerator.
You know that they're doing I'm getting regular updates on the Mighty Number 9 thing, right? And they're talking about all the bosses and the new characters are coming out. And I was thinking that they're really cool, but how do they compare to the old bosses? Because I know Mega Man had a lot of bosses.
Cutman. So
Well-
much Cutman.
But I don't know. Mega Man had some really iconic bosses, but towards the end, we got. How many flame bosses can you get?
A lot.
A lot.
Enough.
I'm sure you
Depends
got.
how many words are synonymous with fire.
Yeah, Flame Inferno, Scorch. I don't even know the names.
Flaming,
Taco
scorching,
Man.
burning, hot, hot man.
Burrito King Man.
Yes.
Oh man.
I
The
was.
hardest of the bosses.
It was funny because I actually never even played any of the original games. I didn't start playing until X.
Oh, okay. Well, X is a good one.
That was a good one because that was I loved it. Was pretty much because Super Nintendo was the first thing I played. Then I started realizing that games came out before then, and then I started finding friends that still had original Nintendos or Ataris and shit, and then playing those. But I loved Super Nintendo because almost every Super Nintendo game had one rule, and it was that you could beat it in about an hour or less.
I don't know. I guess
There were ways.
there were
Like
ways.
all the Mario games you could beat within 10 minutes.
What was it? There were old school games were just designed to be horribly difficult because they had no content, you know?
Yeah.
There were those. But it's really cool to see how many original characters and even iconic ones are still from that series. Admittedly, not around 6 or 7. Mega Man 6 and 7, they're a little burnt out.
Well,
But there's some really cool stuff. And I'm surprised I don't see more of these made into costumes or something. Because that's how my brain works. Is I make the costumes.
yeah.
We're all
Well,
there.
Me and Knuckles over there were actually, I think, joking about this on one of the commercial breaks because we do things during commercial breaks other than commercials, right? Was that I actually saw the comparison. I was like, Sonic is kind of just like the furry version of Mega Man.
Well,
You've
not,
got-
Ironic.
You've got Sonic
It
and
works
Mega
both
Man.
ways.
Yeah, you've got Sonic and Mega Man who are the blue hero, then their giant and badass older brother type person, Knuckles or Zero, who just annihilates everything, and then the random list of companions, the obnoxious amounts of filler bosses and characters, and it's just
yeah, Zero is red. Oh man, forgot about
True.
that. So Tails is the dog, I guess.
I could
No.
be.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little flying companion. Slash skateboard.
Yeah, they both fly. Come on, Tails helps Sonic fly, and the dog helps Mega Man fly. Okay, deal with it.
I am not.
You are the dog.
I am not.
You're the slightly helpful or slash trolly side companion.
See, as I just sit back and re-watch my entire series, I just sigh.
Oh man. I don't know. Some of these, when they get to the 3D modeling, looks kind of weird. But with these old fandoms, you can't really make them happy. They want their old like gameplay back, but that game
It can't come back.
I actually see that's the funny part though, because I actually very, very much enjoyed Legends when it was like the totally 3D free roam.
Dude, Legends was the shit.
Like it was so cool. Like I was like, this is awesome. It's like Final Fantasy with Mega Man. Like it was so cool.
I miss Legends. I'm still pissed. My PS1 died at 2. The day I got Legends 2, it died.
Oh man. Actually, I see a lot of like the revamped art of the old like bosses. They look amazing.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Oh man.
And I like the way, and that was the thing too, because there was an art form and a strategy to beating all of those old games, because you knew that everybody had their own weakness, so you had to pick the right one to start out with, and then with his weapon you would have to go after that boss, and then that boss you'd use his power because it was the weakness to the other boss, and so on and so forth until you worked your way through all the levels.
And I don't think you really saw that a lot of. I mean, there's at least nothing so obvious as Mega Man did it,
Right.
Wait, was there because Mega Man had I don't think it had its stages set up in the same way. Was there
No, because it was always choosing.
Yeah.
Mega Man always had that option where it was like, here's your menu screen. What level do you want to go to?
So, like, if you wanted to go against Birdman, you could go against Birdman, but you knew you were at a horrific disadvantage because you didn't go up against you didn't go up against Bubble Man yet. So then you had to like gamble left and right, trying to figure out which way you wanted to do stuff. And it was just annoying.
Was it Kirby? You got to select the levels, but otherwise, I can't think of that many games that worked that way.
Yeah, no, most of them were very linear with their level design or their level like progression.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I missed. It's at least interesting to think about that. Yeah, I forgot about that era of strategy when you played it. So I mean, you could it's like a difficulty setting as well. You could potentially do it in whatever order you chose to make it more difficult on yourself rather than just taking the easy way out.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the speed runs and so on and so forth. Rah, 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 rah.
Now, speed runs are fun. I'm still bent on
especially in X. When I started like speed running through X, because you get the armor upgrade, so you get like the dash boots. Yeah. So then you're just like flying through levels, just like wee.
Magic.
And just praying that you like didn't miss the platform at the end of your jump. Like shit.
Yes. That was wall climb. That was when wall climb came in.
Yeah.
Yup. that changed lateral gameplay forever.
Yeah. Wall climbing and wall jumping.
Because then the way the enemies approached you was completely different than any of the other previous games.
Yep. Even double jumping, even when that first came, I don't even remember how long ago that came into a platform gaming, but like that alone, like I still now, like even advanced games, like if I don't have if I find a game that I have a double jump, it like lights up my day.
That's right. Skyrim needs double jumps. Get them on.
That'd be amazing. I jump on the dragon.
Lol.
Oh man. I don't know. Well, that's what I've been looking through, is looking at all the cool like concepts and some of the levels. I was because they do show some of the levels. They'll put a big old JPEG of the entire level.
Yeah.
I was looking at all that stuff this week. What were you looking at this week, Jax?
You have no idea, but
I don't.
No, I'm kidding. Again, like I said earlier, I was watching Interstella like a hawk this week.
Yeah, we talked about that. So finish up on that rant of rantiness.
Okay. So, for a lot of people that don't know, Interstellar 555 is one of my personal favorite movies. Not because it's Daft Punk. Well, that helps because Discovery is a great CD. Mm-hmm. But it helps because what was I about to say? Oh, it's completely silent. The only thing that you're hearing is the Discovery CD. But there's a couple of moments where a lot of fans of the series are
There's
like,
no
"Oh,
dialogue. There's lots of noise. There's just no dialogue.
no, there is dialogue, technically."
There's dialogue. I just see gestures. There's no talking.
When they're singing one more time, a lot of people consider that the technical black character, that's him singing. A lot of people consider that him singing.
Well, I mean, what I mean is, it is the music. Okay, well, the premise of the video of the movie is right that the guy who directed it.
Friggin' not Toriyama. It was. I have the friggin' DVD like 4 inches away from me. Why am I stuttering?
Yeah.
Get over here, DVD. Director, where are you? The guy that made. Oh wait, it's Takanouchi. That's why I got so confused.
So he's like, you know the story behind this, right?
Kinda.
Okay, so he's like, man, I love me some Daft Punk. You know what he's gonna do? I'm gonna make a whole anime movie based around your song. So he was listening to the music and like was it Fantasia kind of scenario, making up the plot based on that
based on the music.
The whole album, I believe. I think it's even in the order of the album as well.
It is actually, which is kind of creepy. I never really thought about that.
So
also, yeah, that actually does bring up something kind of cool because a lot of people don't know this, but the song "Where Does Quo" or "Verdus Quo," the way it's designed, it's an anagram for discovery.
Ah. Huh.
But no, what I was gonna say about this. Let me shut off that really quick because my brain is backwards. Okay, it's a silent film and it doesn't need words. So that's the coolest thing about it. It has, for some reason, it has a French version. Like if you buy the DVD, it has, for some weird reason, it has a French language option. I still don't know why. I tried the French option. I was praying that would give me like all the Daft Punk songs in French. It didn't.
What did it give you?
It gave me nothing.
Oh.
It literally was a lie.
Here's this song in French. Tro-la-la-la-la.
Here's a song in French. Oh, by the way, Daft Punk is French, so all of their songs are technically French. I hate you. Hate these lying subtitles.
So
no, that was the other thing. It gave me the option of French and English subtitles. Where do I need them?
There's no subtitles. Man, like the way I got it right was we were at a convention. We gave a friend of ours, a ride home, and it got mixed in with our stuff, and I thought it was our DVD, and I watched it, and I was going, oh, it's a good intro, and wait, oh, yes, they're gonna play the whole song through the intro, and they're playing another. Wait, is this whole? Oh, what?
It just keeps going.
The whole movie is just a big music video. It's the biggest, longest music video I've ever experienced in my life.
You haven't watched heavy metal. But no,
God.
The longest recorded music video in what that we know of in the anime history of anime is Fooly Cooly.
What? Not
Fooly Cooly is the longest music video.
I don't know.
That is not. I would not call it that.
I would call it the biggest. Okay.
It's not constant. That much constant music.
They fade the music in and out. You get cut out. It's been the music's been edited to go. You were disregarding your craziness.
Okay, let me put it this way, and I've actually done this.
Okay.
Take out all the Japanese, all the English voiceover, everything. And then just watch the scenes go. It's always music playing.
Well, that's like anything. Like a movie.
This is to the extreme, though.
I believe that's what they call audio engineering.
Yeah, and like score and background music and
like you shush.
Lord of the
I
Rings.
found it
Just
entertaining.
because you have 6-foot-long arms does not mean you can reach that far for this. Stop
You know what? You know what? You shush.
Oh.
Fooey to me is a giant music video because I like the thought of it.
Just double.
Anyway.
I was gonna say I was just astounded because you brought up heavy metal and that's a throwback all its own.
Oh, well,
Yeah, dude, I actually have to buy Heavy Metal 2000. I really want to watch them now. But anyway. So what I was saying,
stuff in there for-
the maker.
Never mind.
What?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the maker of Interstella is actually. Okay, the maker of Interstella is a throwback in itself because he's the maker of Interstella 55. Oh no, yeah, we got there. Spaceship Yamato and Galaxy Express 39.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the clear.
So-
The art style is awesome there.
Yeah. So the fact that we have a guy that is himself a throwback making a throwback that is itself a Daft Punk throwback
All
makes me happy.
All right, Jax. What you said there was he made shit a long time ago. All of his shit was made a long time ago. I'm gonna blow your mind.
Jax, you said so many throwbacks. Now you're throwing forward.
I am. It makes me happy.
Oh man, that was some cool stuff. If you guys don't know about it, check it out. Some good things. You should know about them.
Check out everything I just ranted on because my brain is unhappy.
All right, now for the last section. What's the last section?
Probably
Whoa.
Q&A. I don't.
Q&A. All right, so this is going to apply to everyone whether they like it or not, right, Chris?
Sure.
All right. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go first.
Woo!
All right,
Okay.
question is, how much of your house is devoted to cosplay?
Exactly 37%.
So what other rooms and what go what we got here? What's the story? What's
Okay.
the story, Jax?
Okay. Due to the fact that I do live with my family, I limit myself personally so that people, don't die of hazardous fumes and everything. So most of my stuff, the actual thing that I do call the self-proclaimed forge is my garage. Now, the stuff when I'm working in the winter is my room, a chunk of the hallway, and my bathroom because my bathroom has a hazmat ventilator installed into it.
Hazmat ventilator. That's a very interesting thing. I thought it was no. It's an air conditioner. That's
I call it
the other
it's
way.
technically a poop fan, but
It's an air conditioner you turned around in the wrong way.
yes, it's a poop fan.
In Jax's world, everything is a biohazard. Okay.
Poop is a biohazard. That is an actual legitimate biohazard.
Oh man.
Coming out of you, matey.
Coming out of everyone. All things that come out the dew cut are not good.
All right. Chris, how about you? Where would you say that the cosplay is taking over your life?
Well, since it is all my house. Okay. Technically, 0% is devoted to cosplay, but 100% of it is susceptible to cosplay. There is no place that it's supposed to happen, but it has happened in almost every room or anywhere in the house.
Surfaces, nothing is safe.
Nothing is safe.
Let it be known that half of that conversation, if you're not paying attention right now, you are now.
That's a great response. It's like, I didn't mean for this to happen, but
it happened.
kinda.
Like, I just happened to lay down to trace a pattern in the middle of the hallway upstairs. I'm sorry.
Oh, look, I'm on the ceiling. Why? I don't even remember.
Oh man.
I thought it was a good idea at first.
I ran out of room to hang my plasti dip or whatever.
And
Oh.
now
it's above. Now it's above the toilet.
Yes.
Oh man. Oh.
Why are you mixing resin and fiberglass in your bathtub? I don't know. It just happens.
That's the best place to do. Oh my god, so much horrible things could happen.
No, I've actually scared my mom. Like, I'll be dyeing something completely red, and she'll be like, "Did you sacrifice something to a god? What did you do?" I'm like, "No." Pull out a giant tube of what looks like entrails. No.
Oh man. What is it?
I missed that costume.
So in the apartment, when we moved in, we made a rule: no cosplay in the living room. Yeah, we broke that rule. We broke that rule.
Yeah, I'm about to say there was no that rule died like week 3.
Man, yeah. So, there's no safe place that we have for cosplay. We've dyed stuff in the tub. There's cosplay over the living room. Every surface has like something like thread or oh my god, everywhere except for maybe like the kitchen, and even
even the kitchen.
Like okay,
The kitchen.
we have supplies that need to be cooled. They're in the fridge alongside our mayonnaise.
Why does this sandwich I put mayo on taste like plastic?
Yeah.
No. Oh man, when I was in my dorm room, death followed anyone that entered there. Why is your floor pink?
Why is
you
your
shouldn't
floor
be
not
breathing in here. Exactly.
It's gotta be pink, man. Just like that's the only way. What kind of person? Uncivilized monster.
All civilized people bondo their floor. What are you talking about?
Exactly. I mean, it'll never break now.
What is it?
But
do I want to use this bed for cosplay, or do I want to sleep in it?
oh god, so I do have a funny story about houses and cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
When I was still in my dorm in college,
Mm-hmm.
our dorm itself was the fancy co-ed dorm where all the tours would go through. And my neighbor signed up for his room since he was OCD about clean, lol, for our little quad to be a tour spot. So I'm working on a giant glaive and a giant shuriken and God knows what else. My entire floor is pink. I have on hazmat, like a hazmat over thingy, goggles and a respirator.
What was it?
And
They went by. Go ahead.
Yes. And I don't hear them coming. So I have this boiling cup of resin trying to see how it works. And you can see crap coming off of it. So I go out there, I'm in this yellow thing, and these 4 ladies are just looking at me like, oh shit, what is this guy doing?
Oh, this is too perfect.
And I'm like, slowly close door. The first thing I hear her ask, is that man making meth in his room? And then although I just,
Why would you do this?
I didn't hear them. Like, after that, I just started trolling tour groups. Like, I would come, on Halloween, I would come out in, like, a gas mask, because I was actually cooking dinner. I had a gas mask on, like, a bloody chicken in one hand, and a freaking, not Tolkien, Lovecraft book underneath my arm. And I would just go to the bathroom, like, walk past and say, excuse me.
You're going to summon Cthulhu from the toilet.
Oh,
Yes.
When I was in my dorm too, I totally took it over. Like, it was cosplay materials, and I made Sin Bahama, and I made some swords. Oh man, the same thing. My roommate did not last long. It was a very rare occurrence for him to sleep in there.
See, that's when your roommate forces himself to get a girlfriend immediately.
Oh man.
Like, no, I actually scared away prospective roommates because of cosplay.
Alright.
Because it's like, you are a messy person, and I am a horrible person on the inside. You're going to learn quickly.
Alright. So I have a link to our second question there for you, Jax.
Oh?
In the Skype. Check the Skype for that second question.
I'm lazy. Alright,
It's a good one. I think you'll like it.
That's what I was flipping out about.
let's see, what is this question? That's not a question! That's not
That is a
opposite of a question.
It's called "How do you
That
feel
is not
about
a
it?"
question at all. What am I watching? When was this made?
To everyone listening, I linked him to some people in Sonic costumes twerking.
But they had no asses. How do you even find this?
It was like I looked at my Tumblr. I'm like, wait, it was right. Like I clicked over my Tumblr. Wait, oh my god, this is perfect. This is perfect.
I don't even know if this is trolling me or making me question what the world just happened. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. I'm still watching it. I'm trying to figure out.
This will not be included in the show notes due to its graphic nature.
They have no ass. What are they shaking?
All right, so Jackson, what's your question?
I don't even remember anymore.
I destroyed his brain.
Okay, I'm gonna click this off before. No, I opened it twice. Dang it. Okay. My question actually arose a while back when we answered the other question about how old does people need to be to cosplay. The question goes, do we condone baby cosplays? And I actually have to think about, did that mean people cosplaying babies or? But no, I actually figured it out.
Ignore that part of the aspect. No, we'll just ignore that part.
Yeah. I think what it means is, do we condone like parents dressing up their kids in costumes? Quite frankly, yes. It's freaking adorable.
Seen some adorable chocobo stuff, man.
There's no difference. I mean, people have been doing it for forever as Halloween costumes. So what's the difference whether it's, a little pumpkin you bought from Walmart, or if you want to make your baby look like a 1.5 foot tall version of Cloud, whatever.
The only thing I would stay away from is like, you want it to be baby safe things. You want it to be like fabric and nice, and don't eat it and be horribly, things that if the baby accidentally ate it wouldn't cause horrible problems later.
That's why it works. It works great in a situation if you have a character that you are interested in cosplaying or that do cosplay and that has a child. Then it just works perfectly.
Yeah. Right. Now, if you really want to troll some people, seriously, I want to see this done. Like, have a Jesse and James cosplaying with a kid. See how fast, how many people's heads will go, what? But no. A
Meowth. The kid be in a Meowth costume.
Screw that. Make it their actual kid. No, they do have a kid in this canon. Yeah, in the manga. A lot of people keep forgetting this fact that Jesse and James did get married.
You know why a lot of people are forgetting this? Because nobody cares.
Yeah, that's true. That is also true.
Oh, man, just destroying Jack this week. Oh, my God.
No, it's not even destroying me. It's actually a fact. No, I
want me to click the link over to you again, see if you're destroyed from that.
It's not going to destroy me. It's like I'm immune to it by now. But anyway. So, my thing is, like with baby costumes, I've seen it done so many times and I've seen really good results from it. You have to realize it's hard to make a baby. Well, I'm going to shut up on that one. You want it safe for the baby to move around and be fine and not hurt itself, and there's more considerations than maybe you would for yourself. I would definitely say. Like, for example, I mean, I'll put it this way: the voice actors love it. Like, I've never seen people light up more. Again, adorable things.
You enjoy adorable things, but I want to make sure the kid doesn't get hurt. Because I would love to put my kid in a battle suit or a battle mech, and I've seen some of them, but I would hate to see the kid fall over and such a thing,
Right. Like, okay. If you guys put them in armor, make sure it's safe, like really safe, like foamy safe.
I think I've seen.
You're not gonna get.
I think I've seen like a little girl in the Voltron. That was adorable.
Yes. Like I've seen I've seen the main character of Rosario Vampire as a baby. That still makes me happy.
Oh man. Oh.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Oh, other questions?
Yeah, more questions. We'll do one more, two more. That'll be it. You do one, I'll do one, and that'll be the last of them. Then we'll go to sleep because it's midnight now. It's midnight.
Almost.
Almost midnight.
And that means I have to start getting ready for work.
Yes, to
There.
work.
Yeah, I don't get to sleep. Remember?
Poor Jackson.
I have to scrub the brownstone spire. But no.
Worship it.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, here it is. This one's actually a Warbler Wonderflex question.
Uh-huh.
Which one do you prefer, Warbler or Wonderflex? And please describe.
I don't know, because I think I'm the only one who's used both. So, like Jack said, now I'm the only one who's used both. Damn it. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, I've used both.
Okay.
So.
Oh. All right, you go first, because you know mine's gonna be more elaborate and blah 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 blah.
You shut.
Yeah.
Okay. To be perfectly fair, it's a tie with me because Warbler, it has its benefits because it's so smooth and it's actually got a wood-like texture. I can do a lot of stuff with it, but it's too expensive for me to actually have fun with. Wonderflex, I've made full props out of, and still been within my budget. So, if I want to stretch my dollar a little bit more, I would use Wonderflex. If I want to go like heavier detail, I would go Warbler. So, both have their benefits. I just don't have a personal favorite because neither one of them are wood. So, yeah.
I don't know if you want to weigh in. Why did you? How about this, Chris? Why did you choose Warbler over Wonderflex when you bought it?
I chose it over because of everything that I read about both. I saw all the things that I was reading about both of them said that the main difference really in look was that when you cut Wonderflex, it had a rougher edge, and Warbler had a smoother edge on a smoother cut. That's what I read and I saw. So that was pretty much being the only difference that I really saw, or like when I was reading reviews, that was the only thing people said. So I was like, well, I at least want a clean cut if I'm, hot knifing or I'm molding or doing something. So that's what I went with that for.
That's a respectable answer for that.
I've got good news. If you've got the heat gun, right, and you don't have to worry about that. If you're doing the water and the hot water and the bowl trick, then that is correct. But if you're using the heat gun, it's gonna like shrivel up and fix itself pretty much. Have you?
Okay.
Have you seen that where you cut an edge and you have the little flaky bits and you heat it up and it like melts and.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So both of them pretty much do the same thing. What was it? Which one do I like more? They're pretty they're the same. Okay. So, if I gotta get a more crazy dynamic shape, I'm gonna go with Warbler because it doesn't have the scrim on the back. It doesn't have the fabric on the back, so it's easier to get into those crazy shapes. So you don't need to worry about it. You could stretch it out kind of like those fruit roll-ups I was talking about earlier, right? But at the same token, it's weaker because it doesn't have that. So if you need something that's more resilient and hold the shape up better, Wonderflex is the way to go. I believe Wonderflex has a slightly higher melting temperature. I believe. So it's more resilient to lasting in your car. But Warbler is the hot shit right now, so whatever. That's what it is. It's the hot shit. Warbler has that wood texture, but I like Wonderflex's smoother, more finished texture. There you go. That's how you compare it. I guess I would go with Wonderflex then.
It's pretty much what the gist that I caught is. It's like asking what apples do you like better, red or green?
Yeah.
Like they're both apples. It's just down to the nuances of like what. Pretty much.
Yeah.
The answer is green.
And nuances. it's pretty much it depends on what you're doing with it. Yeah. I completely agree with you on that.
Uh,
All right, for our last question, I'm going to go to the FFC page where apparently I get questions from time to time. Oh no, usually they're specific to like, hey, how do I do this? But for a more general question, I actually found one. So, with all the stuff you make, how many projects do you have, or do you get, I guess we'll say in this case, that are unfinished? That you just kind of like don't finish because you keep moving on with new ideas and all that other crap. Chris, you go first this time.
No, on the spot.
Yeah, I trapped you.
That's a funny question because if you want to be very broad with that and just say projects in general.
Yeah, I guess craft.
If it's not a cosplay project, that's what gets put on the back burner. Like, there are things that I want to do around the house and things, and those things I put off so that I can finish cosplay projects or craft projects. It's I'm like, I don't need to fix that hole in the wall. I want to make a suit of armor. That's how that goes.
I see how that is. I'll let your lady friend know how it is and see how she feels about that. Get you in troubles.
Aha!
I shall.
But no.
But yeah, no, I don't have, me personally, I don't have so much of a flow. Like, I don't constantly accrue projects, so that really doesn't happen all that often.
Because I know, like, it's really common for cosplayers to get really excited about something and then maybe not completely follow through with it. Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely know of that happening with other people.
Yeah.
All right. So then I guess I'll go because I went last time, so Jax gets to be last this time. So I actually I had a Kill la Kill cosplay that I'm trying to get out of the habit of doing a cosplay the week of a convention because sure I can do it and sure it'll be okay, but I can do better. If you guys haven't known, I compete. I think I've said this several times on the podcast, at least anyway. The ones that I go and compete with, even though they win awards or whatever, I only spend like 4 or 5 days on. And I know I can do much better if I spend more time on them, you know? But I have a few of those projects where I just couldn't get them done, and I just lost interest right after the convention or right up to it. I'm like, oh, this armor is almost done. I really proved to myself I could do this aspect of it right, and I don't really care for whatever award anyway, so they're left there. So I had a Kill la Kill related one and a megaman related one I didn't finish up. Is there any other I didn't finish up?
Yeah, I was actually gonna rob you of those, but
maybe.
Well, the Kill la Kill one specifically because you were using the technique I need for the costume anyway.
Yeah, I think maybe you can have some of that material because it's reclaimable. At least some of it's reclaimable. And I'm gonna go get some new foam. We'll see what I can give you. I'm not gonna give you everything because I don't give away my very expensive material, which is $20 for a 4-foot by 8-foot sheet. Pretty cheap.
So much slag.
Yeah.
But no. For me, I guess, when it comes to my own stuff, I kind of put on the back burner a lot because I want to finish everybody else's stuff.
Yeah, I feel that too. When I have requests, I gotta finish up. Like, people want me to make them all kinds of stuff, and just to keep pace, sometimes I'll have to sacrifice my own time to make sure what they get is really good enough.
Yeah, and I mean, right now I'm like scrambling just to finish certain requests because weather has kicked me square in the shins.
Oh man,
and that makes me like, oh man, I feel like horrifically terrible.
Because I know in your house they're not really happy with you working inside the house. Then your garage is cold and like
cold
negative.
and desolate. Yeah.
It is not warm here.
Yeah. Plus, fun fact: since my wiring wasn't done by a professional, I had to do it. it does not like the cold. So it's -10 right out there right now. If I tried to open that garage open right now, the electronics would just die.
Ah, okay.
So right now, all of the stuff that I have to do request-wise has to be done indoors, and it's just not fun.
I gotcha.
Yep.
Oh, well, I try not to make it go to waste. I try to reclaim as much as I can back. In fact, I do it for my regular costumes too, but it's a waste because some of these things can run like $100. I don't like waste $100. I don't got that.
I mean, yeah, one way or another.
Oh, well. Alright. Think we have fun? You had fun, Chris?
Sure. Yeah, it was pretty good.
You come back in a couple weeks, or maybe some other time. Maybe we can hang out cons or something.
Yes.
See, me and Chris have this thing where we look at each other, and then that we just like, what are we talking about? I think we both.
Because we never end up. We're never stopping. We never have the same destination. It's usually like you're usually on your. Every time I see you, you're usually walking the opposite way down a hallway. You're stuck being taken pictures of, or you're like on your way to something important like the masquerade.
That does kind of suck though, because there's times
like that's kind of why I've only been in a masquerade less than a handful of times, and like I can't stand how much of your day it kills just to go walk on stage for 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah, like you know how I had handlers for my big stuff. Like
yeah,
I give them a prop. I make them whatever they want because they basically have to sacrifice Saturday.
Yeah,
it's yeah.
My recent favorite because it was ramen. The Goomba. I love the Goomba.
I might bring that to. I'll probably bring that to Anime Milwaukee because Seneca made me promise to stop throwing away my cosplays immediately after to make them last longer than they had been in the past.
Yeah. And I'm sad because I hang out with Knives a lot more now because of this stuff, but I don't get to hang out with Chris. So.
Aww. They're used
to
love.
I mean, I only every time I see you, it's literally either 30 seconds or a bad time to really hang out.
Well, yeah, or it's at somewhere. That's the thing too. Like I feel like, and I'm starting to feel that with a lot of other people too. Like not just like you guys, but it's just like I'm stumbling now on words. Like it's kind of like being like the full 360 degree adult, having the whole living situation like I do now, having all the bills to pay for, having trying to run a company and that actually involves going to cons, which was the whole point. I think I'm like, if I go to these cons, whatever, 10 anywhere between 10 and 16 cons in a year, I should try to make something out of it, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. But outside of that, I mean, it's just and then I just don't see anybody anymore, either because of they live too far, or they have weird availability schedules, or it's just so there's a lot of people that I've just stopped seeing, and it sucks.
And then when you go into the con, it's half work and. And not even if it's not, even if I am going to a con all for pleasure, even if there's no business involved, it's usually just they're busy or I'm busy, or somehow we never see each other all weekend, even though I constantly wander. That's all I can do at a con is constantly wander. I can't stand still for more than 2 minutes, and yet somehow I'll still not see somebody. Somehow we will subconsciously restraining order ourselves and never see each other. Typically my thing when I go to a convention is I say hello to everyone because I do the rounds, and I'll try and at least say hello to everyone, and then I got to take a picture of everyone at the prime times. I'll figure out whatever the prime times are for that convention. It's pretty easy to figure out usually.
Well, yeah.
And then I've got to do a running shot and then at least some shots of the main events. And the rest of the time is basically finding someone. I'll find someone and just follow them around. That's what I do. Yeah.
Well, if you come to Milwaukee, you should totally do that.
Whereas me, I butterfly. Like,
Yeah, see, that's why I think a lot of times like we don't see each other because you butterfly and I butterfly and just sometimes we happen to butterfly together, but not very often.
We are separate butterflies.
Yes.
Cast upon the wind.
we are great monarchs.
You're-
Sky.
One's a monarch, one's a Mothra. Okay.
Wait, who's King Tigora? Who is King Tigora?
I don't know which. Wait, what is King Kira? Is that a turtle?
No, that was like the three-headed dragon from hell.
We'll make one of the cosplay ladies one of that. Yeah, we'll make one of the cosplay ladies that. Don't say anything. We'll have cosplay ladies on next week, and they'll probably not take that so well.
I will say something.
Jackson's
Probably.
in trouble. Jackson's gonna get me in trouble.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna laugh. Aw.
Man, what was
something
that?
else.
That's when you say something bad and then go deuces and then hang up.
Oh well, but okay. I guess
Like they already know.
if you have questions, send them into the comment section or on the page or wherever you see this. Leave a comment underneath, and if you have questions, go see Chris because if you have an event, he can hook you up with all the really nice stuff that goes with those events, like speakers and lighting and what other stuff.
Yeah, that's about it. We could also try to get. I know enough people that do entertainment. I can also probably get you entertainment if you don't already have somebody planned out for that.
Oh man, we know some really talented people too. Well, I'm not gonna say names, but
Yeah.
that is definitely
Yeah.
something Chris could get for you. I know for a fact.
Yes!
I'm
Glorious entertainment.
It's really just Jax playing spoons in the jugs.
Hey, I play a mean pair of spoons, sir.
Okay, but on that note, we'll see you next week.
Yes.
Well, how are we gonna end this thing? I'm gonna
I think we always just say keep on crafting. I think we can
I'd
probably
say it again.
make that.
yes, keep on crafting.
Hey,
How are you
before I
kidding me,
finish up this
dude?
video, I want
I
to say
said
thanks for
look.
everyone who likes and subscribes. But the people who comment, you guys have a special place in my heart. It really does keep me motivated. I don't know, I do try to talk to you one-on-one, but maybe someday I'll have enough questions and so on to do like a regular Monday Q&A session like I used to. But for now, I just try and spread the information and love I have for all you cosplayers out there. I don't know if you know someone who needs help, if you see someone who could use a heads up and maybe is new to the cosplay community, maybe hasn't seen some of these kind of informational videos, let them know. It really helps me out. I'm gonna go make more vids, have some fun, make some stuff, do cosplay things. Thanks for watching, guys. Good times to all.